we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shitty, my bros raw. No breaks, we go, 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 go. Throw shade, that's a no, 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 no. Go high, go low, low, low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more, more, more. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Hey guys, here we are. We're at back at Queensland Raceway for a day. Yeah, take two.
Yeah.
We'll try again after it rained out last time. JRM Auto Garage have got a private track day out here, and you're going for a bit of a run in the Skyline, mate. How's it going to go today?
I have no idea. First time on the track, so
yeah,
have some fun.
Should have a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's the goal today, is just to have some fun. So.
Yeah, so first time ever on the track. We're here, and look, we've got a few Subarus that we're up against here. Look at this.
Yeah.
How many Skylines?
Two.
Two?
Yeah.
Two R33s?
Yeah.
And
the rest of the field's Subarus. So.
All Subarus. How are you going to go with that all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive challenge here?
No idea. We'll find out.
We'll find out?
We're just having some fun, so.
All right. Well, let's go find out. So, Anthony, a bit of a cold start this morning, mate.
Oh, it is a little bit fresh out here. The second jumper only just came off.
Mate, does that mean it's good turbo weather for you?
Very good turbo weather, so it'll be quite interesting out there now. So
yeah.
It's perfect weather out here today at Ipswich.
Now, if people haven't already seen the video of this thing, we'll put it up here somewhere. But what are we running?
So we're running a twin turbo 3.3 litre flat six. And it's got a STI 6-speed in it and rear radiator setup.
And about 600 horsepower?
Yeah, no, a little bit under, but yeah, 360 kilowatts at the wheels, so it should be right.
Enough.
Enough
Enough
to have some fun.
And you've been out here and done these track days before?
So I've done a couple, but not as full as it is now. So this is its proper first outing, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, we'll keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Rob, JRM Auto Garage, mate. This is your day.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. It's going to be some good fun. Obviously, went to do this 3 weeks ago and we got rained out.
Yeah.
Today's a perfect day. It's 9 degrees at the moment, so perfect turbo weather.
Now, JRM Auto Garage, you guys obviously specialise in Subarus.
Yep.
That's your main passion as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I've owned this 05 STI myself about 12 and a half years. I had a 99 model WRX 4 years before that, so and I've been into them, I guess, since probably about 99, 98, 99 is when I actually got into them. So, started working on them, doing some stuff on them before I even owned the cars. So, I mean, we do work on all cars, but Subies is where my passion is.
So if you've got a Subi, you've got to get down there and see you.
Yeah.
Now, you do a few track days and a few skid pan days and stuff each year as well for your customers.
Yeah, it's just something that I love doing. I mean, I'm so passionate about the cars and all these things. So, like, I just want to sort of be different to most of the other workshops and stuff like that. So I just want to sort of involve my customers in what I love doing. So that's track days, skid pans, dirt days, all those sorts of stuff. So, 'cause at the end of the day, our cars on the street are great, but once you get them out in this environment, they're just...
You can do it a lot different.
Oh, yeah. They really shine. So,
Now this is not just your normal sort of brekkie laps. This is actual timed laps. And
So what we're doing is obviously we've got a couple of big powered cars here and whatnot. So we're going to start off the day with a bit of roll racing and just sort of a bit of grudge match here and there and see who's got what. But then after that, we're getting into the sprints. So it'll be time laps and everything else. So
Is there a grudge there between the Skylines and Subarus, you think?
I don't know. I think we'll have to check with Tyler and see. There is two Skylines here, so you know they're on show. But look, it's all fun at the end of the day. We all love our cars, no matter what it is.
Nah, good stuff, mate. And yeah, thanks for inviting us out for the day.
Pleasure. No worries. Thanks again. Cheers.
Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I'm a real one, my day ones. Try to speak up, can't say none. Try to dig dirt, there ain't none. I make the money that save up. 10 to 80, my save on. Take to the top from the baseline. New car, race on. Fast lane, pace on. With the booyah, that's a flex. Not human, I am from another planet. I'ma teleport, might vanish. I'ma wake up, do damage. Join number 7, he's bored though. Working all night, need more though. I remember nights I was poor though. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
So we got the laptop here. We're not out on the track. So what's happened?
So on the first outing, coming up against Utah, the car decided didn't want to play ball and blew third gear. So, yeah, no third gear, stripped to the teeth most likely.
And you've got the 6-speed, the stronger box.
Yeah, got the stronger box, but obviously not strong enough.
Is it time to upgrade to the dog box or go to sequential now?
No, I think I'll just throw another standard box in and see how. This one did cop a flogging, as you've seen in the video, and it's not his very first outing, so no, it'll be good. I'll just throw probably a long ratio in there, and see how that one goes, and then make the upgrade later on.
Yeah. Are you going to give it another go today with second and fourth, or?
We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
I might get itchy at the end of the day.
Tyler, you've just been out. You've had your first circuit experience, mate. How'd it go?
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I think I just got out of the car with the biggest smile on my face. Like, I wasn't even trying to smile; it just sort of was there. So,
All right. Now tell us about it. You know, from the starting laps through to the end. What changed?
I was slowly getting quicker and quicker, pushing it a little bit more into each corner, and then I think I found that I needed to brake a little bit early into the second to last corner. Because I ran it fairly wide and had to turn really hard when I stopped and got off the brakes there. So,
Now, were you surprised about the limits of your car?
oh, definitely. Yeah, I thought we would have been sliding all over the place, and no idea. Like, you know, this is my first rear-wheel drive car, so
Yeah.
just the experience of getting out there and stuff, and sort of like just learning how to drive it a bit more, and you know, like this sort of spirited driving. You know, if I ever get in a situation where I'm doing that, and then I know what I'm doing, so you know, it's good.
And what about the roll racing? Did you have fun with that as well?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It goes pretty hard.
Was it a little bit slippery in the straights as you took off, mate?
Yeah, just second gear, and once you get into third, though, it's just back end. Yeah, but it just goes straight the whole way. Like even while the rear's going a little bit, it's still going straight. So
Pulls you straight. It's got good setup.
yeah,
All right, mate. What do you reckon? You're going to go back out and have another session?
yeah, I'll have another crack at it and see how I go, and fix up my braking into that second to last corner, so I'm not so worried about running off into the kitty litter there. Josh, so we're out here. You've been out before for roll racing and circuit and coffee and that sort of stuff, a bit of those brekkie laps, but today's the first time getting out there and really going hard on the circuit through the corners and everything. So how did you find it?
A bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Definitely need to get some skills up, that's for sure. But no, it was fun though. It's a good experience. It's good to push the car. I was just trying to sort of push it so I could get the tyre screech and sort of find that line before you go too hard, I guess. But I don't know. It's my first time out there, so I'll just play it by ear, I guess.
Yeah. So hammering it hard on the straight, slow it right down to the corners, and
Pretty much.
find the limit.
Pretty much, bro. Yeah.
And how's the car going?
It's going really good actually. So it's nice cold weather. Today's like awesome, as we know. Turbo weather.
Perfect boost weather.
Hell yeah. So no, it's been really good.
Well, we'll let you keep cooling it down.
Yep.
I'm sure we might catch up with you again later today.
For sure. No worries.
screeching for traction. It's Chinese rubber. Just second through here, tight turn. I don't like this one. I'm not very good at it, so short shift into third. Through here. Rear go around a little bit, catch up. Start to get it up and then go down onto the straight. Pulling into it here. Try not to money shift it. Whoa. Need to brake a little bit earlier for that one. Match 100 through here.
se van a desvanecer. Algún día volverás tú al lado mío y yo de testigo. Vamos 1, 2, 3, sin estrés. Muéstrame sus pasos, te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres moverlo sin pena, ven. Sin estrés, muéstrame sus pasos, te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres.
All right, g'day Ayush.
Hey, how are you?
We're outnumbered here today in the Skylines, so but I think we did all right.
Yeah, we were fine. Like we kept along with the Subaru guys, but anyway, I just like thank Rolf first and Anthony for organising this event. And this is my first day at track, so I was a bit nervous, And but yeah, once you do the first 2 laps and all that, and you're like, oh yeah, you can get to it and know that laps are circuit as well.
Start to learn those braking points.
Braking points and all that, and you know where your limits are as well.
Yeah. So how did you go today?
Yeah, it was good. I think I did best was a minute and 11 seconds.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, which was pretty good. But in roll racing, I got almost beaten by everyone.
But as long as you had fun, that's
yeah,
the main thing.
because these guys have more horsepowers and all that. But for being a stock car, but it was fun. I think I did
very
great.
well.
Yeah.
It's fun being able to do something like this because you can't do it on the streets. So.
No, in the streets, but you have to be safe with the street. You don't want to get, you don't want to have a bad names for the genuine people.
Yeah.
So you love your car, you want to have it, you want to keep it. It represents you.
Yeah.
So and you got your JRM sticker, so you don't want to disgrace the name as well.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, apart from that, nice weather, unlike from last time.
Yeah.
And we really had fun. So
Definitely do it again.
yeah, definitely do it again. Follow you as well. So hopefully we'll see each other again.
I'm
next
sure
time.
we will.
No worries.
Awesome. Thanks,
Okay,
Ayush.
thank you.
Well, mate, I didn't get all the fun today. You did on the track. What was the take out of it all, mate?
Just so much fun and, getting around for the circuit. My first time, I was so on the fence about, should I do it? And I just did. And I can recommend for anyone that you jump out and go on the track if you're on the fence because it's so much fun. You're only racing yourself, so you don't have to race anyone else. And I had heaps of fun and I can't wait to do it again.
Get out here and check it out. Look at QR. Look at who else is doing events out here. There's even brekkie laps for anyone that wants to come out and have a bit of fun and test it out. And then you can do the full circuit days like this as well. So and really see what times you can run.
Big thanks to Anthony and Rob and JRM for organising this. It was a lot of fun. But
check them out, JRM Auto Garage.
Yeah, I think that's about all we've got for you. So hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit like, jump on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, website.
Overtakers, we're back.
We're back. We are
Another
back
week,
another week.
another episode.
And episode number, you got
56 and episode 2.
Episode 2 of the podcast.
Yeah. And episode 56 of the show.
There you go. And we're now, podcast is up from last week. What are we? We're on like Spotify, Castbox.
Yeah.
Anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm.
Yep.
If you're on there.
There was a couple other different ones. We're on heaps.
I can find out.
There you go. There's heaps of places you can hear us, as well as see us live, as we got everyone with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's going to tell us where are we broadcasting to?
I don't know yet.
You haven't
I'm
got
still
it at
getting
all.
there.
Maybe we'll come back to that. Maybe we need to do our shout outs and say good day to all the live viewers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. We're on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Spotify.
There you go.
All right.
Lots of hellos coming in on the live feed.
G'day, Rob, Trevor Smith, James Bayliss, Marv, Chris Young, Matty Crick, Paige, Gary Sparkplug, Beck Sparkplug, Dan Jazz, Young Wasp, good evening. Scott Sherrington quit his job.
What?
There you go.
I think we've got to turn on half the lights too.
We did. Trevor Smith. I'll turn that one on in a second. Ryan, High Octane, how are we going?
G'day, mate.
Dave H is in the chat.
I'm here.
Oh, he's Dave Hamilton now. He's changed it.
Oh, yeah, I did. Went the full name.
Yep. Lynn is in the chat. G'day. Dang Dang.
Carl,
Adam
just joined
Geary.
us. NZ Philly.
There we go. Welcome.
Adam Geary, mate, you got to get on to Salty and organise your gift card. It should be there. Tell me if you haven't received it, but we posted that a while ago, so you should have a FBOS card with some instructions to how to load that up, and that was your $100 you won from a few weeks ago. Salty's there as well. There's Salty. Roy, did you mention Roy? G'day.
I did not yet. I got up to turn that light on.
There you go. Is that better now? We're all lit up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a big night. We've got a few things happening tonight as well, and Salty's here, FMR, and I mentioned Adam Geary, and he won $100 from FMR the other week.
Mm-hmm.
But someone will win again tonight. So he threw out a competition on Finance My Ride.
Certainly did.
To come and grab a selfie with me, with the because I had the flying the flag for Finance My Ride. I was up there with all the gear, as well as our store, Overtaking Lane store. We were on show at the PJR Dino Day.
We certainly were.
And he said, get a selfie with Dave and tag both pages and go in the draw for $100. And he's going to pick a winner from that tonight. So hopefully everyone's there to see the winner. We've got I know Ben from High Octane was in the draw. He had a picture there. Beck,
Cameron Sloan, and Trevor Smith.
Yeah, well, there's only 4 people grabbed the selfie, so 1 in 4 chance. How good's that? So,
Junga Bunga, how we going?
G'day, and we'll be having a chat to Matty Loy very shortly as well. So yeah, we've got a couple of guests as well as the regular segments, the news, the quiz, the what's on. So heaps happening. So we might quickly just do a quick
Crazy
shout out.
VN, $10. Thank you. Hey boys, how you doing? Ready to kick Mark's butt? There we go. I hope you studied up.
Cheers, brother. Thank you. Thanks for the donation.
I think I'm going to throw them off pretty well with the quiz this week. They're not going to be expecting these questions.
I have no idea. I have no idea what questions you've got. So let's give a shout out to our sponsor.
Let's do it. Superformance. Been in the business for 40 years. Awesome builds out of there. If you're looking for something top of the line, that's where you go.
If you want a street machine, Summonat's winner.
Or even if you just want a hard to source part from the US, they can do that for you.
Yeah, that's it. There goes the blinging on...
Hopefully the sound's fixed this week.
Yeah, we had some problems with that last time when those notifications were coming through. So hopefully it's working this time properly. But that was our $10 donation that just blinged up, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Thank you again, Crazy VN.
Cheers, mate. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Get on to Superformance. Check these guys out. There's all the bits and pieces. They've got a website. They've got a Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube. They're on Rides Down Under. You can see heaps of their builds and check them out. Have a chat to the guys if you're looking for any parts. So, as we said...
Carl says camera angles. Multi-camera angles. How long have I been away?
Yeah, where have you been, mate? Where have you been? Wait till next week. We might even be stepping up the cameras better again next week, waiting on more bits and pieces. So
you certainly are.
Everything that we've ever gotten from the support for the show, whether it be through merchandise, whether it be from the sale of binder products, the microfiber towels, the merch, the donations, we pump it all back into the show. So we spent a couple of $1,000s on audio equipment. The
cameras are the same.
Cameras are the normal where we started, for our shows. Now we're pumping some back into the live show as well. So we'll keep increasing it and just keep pushing the quality, try and just get it better for you guys, and then hopefully we bring on better guests and better content and keep just improving every week. We just want to make sure you guys enjoy it. So
Kaz and Mars, how we going? Welcome to
guys.
the chat. Jason Bales.
So
the sound is all good. Awesome. Thank you, Rob.
Excellent. So don't forget overtakinglane.com.au for those binder products, as I mentioned, the merch and microfiber towels, and hopefully some more stuff coming soon.
Binder, ! Binder in the chat.
Binder.
does the bot. And the bot will send you a link.
So
Chris Young says, good mate brought his Camaro onto my housing estate on Sunday morning. To say he woke my neighbours is an understatement. And Carl has been on night work upgrading hospitals thanks to this COVID, but missing the boys. New setup is awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Appreciate
Gary
that.
Dundas, how are we going?
G'day, Gaz.
Roy says, how did Tyler's brakes and tyres look? They look almost the same as when I went on there. I think. I don't know. I haven't looked at the brakes yet.
Yeah.
That was pretty heavy on the brakes, especially when I almost ran off the track at that one point. So
have you cleaned?
That happened a couple of times. So.
You haven't cleaned the wheels yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, not too much brake dust?
No, it wasn't too bad. We cleaned it, remember?
That's right.
I had to go to PJR.
Yeah. It was on show there. Look at this. We're onto the coffees tonight. Dry July.
Yep.
Still going strong.
Mad Dad, how we going? Welcome. Johnny
G'day,
Skid
mate.
Pig, g'day.
G'day, guys. G'day. Kenda expression session. That kicked off today. So
with some live feeds on their Facebook page that you can find. I think the Willowbank one as well.
And how awesome. I've got tomorrow off work.
So do I.
You've got tomorrow off work, and we're heading to Kenda. So we'll be out there tomorrow to have a look, start do a bit of filming.
Hopefully
to bring
some live
videos.
streaming. Are we allowed to do live streaming?
We'll certainly see what we can do. We'll be bringing as much as we can. So keep an eye on it. Look, I hope to do some live streaming. They did some live streaming today already to their Facebook page, Kenda Facebook page. I'm hoping that we can bring it to YouTube because YouTube's just, for me, personal experience, it makes it easier to cast to the TV.
Yeah.
Many people may be working tomorrow, so they might be watching on their phone anyway. But hopefully,
the Spark Plugs have donated $40. Thank you.
the spark plugs.
Legends.
I love it. Thank you. Thanks,
But
guys.
I guess we'll find out when we get to the track, right? Hopefully we can stream it. If we can't, we will bring a video of it to you, no matter what. That's for sure.
I reckon we'll sneak in a few sneaky lives, no matter what. Whether it be on Facebook or YouTube, just watch it all.
Just pretend we're filming.
Yeah, we're just filming for a video, not streaming at all.
Keevers, how we going? Digging the new mic sounds. Awesome. Thank you.
Excellent.
It is very good. I'm very happy with it.
Tyler's enjoying it. He's got all these sound effects there.
I do. Just going to break some glass real quick.
That'll be you knocking your drink over. We already discussed that. So keep an eye out for Kenda. Be on their page. If you actually go across, that is correct. If you go to their page, you can watch some of the action from today. But there should be more
and the Willowbank
and the Willowbank page. There should be more cars there tomorrow. It's just kicking off, right?
I think they got 65 cars tomorrow and 65 on Saturday as well. So.
Yep, there you go. A few people stuck without being able to get across the borders and stuff, though. But I'll tell you where we'll be.
I got one more comment for you before this one. Marf says, "Where's my man shake video, Dave?"
Oh yeah, I got two. I'm 2 behind. It's just been busy. It's a bit hard to keep them both going, but I've got the footage there. I just got to edit some stuff up. But I'm thinking maybe now we got all this live stuff, though, I should just do live feeds for the Dave Hamilton YouTube channel because it'll be easier. No editing.
Yeah, it probably would.
But now we've got Kenda this weekend, but
the weekend after. We got Junga Bum.
What are you going to call it?
Junga Bunga's No Prep Cash Days is on the weekend after out at Warwick Dragway on the 8th mile.
Now, something I've always enjoyed watching is the cash days, No Prep Cash Days on 1320, right? Out of the States. Now, we're going to get over and watch some No Prep Cash Days at Warwick. Matty Lloyd's done a lot of work on this.
And live streaming, no worries, pending the internet, right?
Yeah, I reckon we should be fine. Let's give Matt a call. Right now. And let's see what's going on, how he's going out there.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
G'day, mate. How are you?
G'day. What's going on?
Hey, mate. We want to know all about Junga Bunga's No Prep Cash Days.
All right, so you're live, eh?
We are live, mate. You're on.
Right, well, we'll start off. G'day, Dave. G'day, Tyler. How you going?
Very well, thank you.
Mate, we were just saying how much we're looking forward to it because, as for us on YouTube, we watch 1320 and all those guys in the state. They do the no prep cash days over there, right? But they've never seen anything like we're going to get up to in Warwick. How no prep is this track?
Mate, this is going to be proper, legit no prep. So the track will obviously, due to COVID-19 and that, we haven't raced on the track since March. So there's been no rubber drag down the track. There's been no traction compound. And also it's, pretty cool in Warwick in July. So,
yes.
It's going to be a proper no prep event. And previous to March, we hadn't raced on the track since November. So it's only been raced on once this year.
That's insane, isn't it? And are you really hanging for it because you're missing your fix of drag racing, mate?
I'm just keen. I'm really keen just to bring this style of racing to racers and fans, and it's just interested to see how it goes, and hopefully everyone enjoys it.
Mate, I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be massive, and I can see this is just going. This is not your first time you've run this, though, right? You have done these before.
I have done this style. This will be my third.
Yep.
I done a few years ago. I learned a heap. I learned what classes were popular, which is what I call small tyre, which is anything with a 28-inch slick, 28 by 10.5-inch slick, or a 275 radial.
Yep.
So you can have anything up to that size.
Mm-hmm.
And then the street tyre class, which is your true street radial, conventional radial tyre.
And, mate, is there actually a couple of spots left, or do they get jumped on today?
There has been spots jumped on today, so there is no spots, but I got reserve spots. But still, we've had a couple of people drop out today, and I'm not sure if any will drop out next week, especially with a few of the races. They're racing Kenda this weekend. So if anyone is keen to jump on and get on the reserve list, they can contact me on Facebook, on my personal page, Matty Lawyer, whatever it is, or they can get on. I got a Junga Bunga No Prep page on Facebook.
And you can find there's some links there on our page as well across to that if you can't find it. And if you're still struggling, just send us a message and we'll pass it on ours.
Or jump on Warwick Dragway Facebook page as well.
Correct. There you go. Now, Warwick Dragway, do you think there'll be much more coming up? Like, what else is planned out there? Is there some test and tunes and stuff like that coming as well?
Yeah, well, this is a start with, unfortunately, we had to cancel our annual events, the Six Banger Nationals and our famous annual Drag Fest. Drag Fest is our big annual we have every year, and unfortunately, we've had to cancel it. It's in October because we don't know what's going to happen with the second wave of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Plus, we've already lost months of planning. Our sponsors a lot of sponsors have done it tough. A lot of races have done it tough. And we thought it wasn't fair to run Drag Fest, which we like to call it one of the best atmosphere events of the year. We didn't want to run it when we couldn't run it at full potential and everyone could enjoy it,
Yeah, mate. We've put the call out in the chat there for questions for you as well, if anyone's got any. But so far we've got Carl says you still sound like you're straight out of Houseos.
Yeah, definitely.
And Steady Fab says, ask Matt what your favourite colour is.
Favourite colour?
That's the best we got so far.
On top of that, sorry, mate, to cut in, but we'll see how this no prep and the test, we got the test and tune on the Sunday as well, a prep test and tune for the other races that couldn't attend Saturday.
Yep.
If it goes well, I'm going to look at hosting a few more of these events throughout the year. So I'd like to run another 2 or 3 no prep meetings.
I think what's pretty cool also is the fact that even if you go up there, right, and you're obviously in there to try and win some cash, but if you're knocked out, you can keep racing all day.
100%. So basically the format is for the races, the street tyre and the small tyre, everyone gets 2 test hits down the track before eliminations. Once everyone has their 2 test hits, we're drawing out of a hat, street outlaw style. You can call out your opposition. Like, if you want to call someone out, you can for first round call outs. If not, you just pull out the hat, and then it's elimination.
Yep.
So, 26, in small tyre and 24 in street tyre, that cuts it in half pretty quick. So, yeah, if you lose, you can grudge race for the rest of the day. Make as many laps as you want.
And you can come out, run whatever tyres you want for the rest of the
can,
day.
if you're
you can
running
be a
on
test
street
and
tyres,
tune.
you can put your slicks on and basically use it as a test and tune on the no prep surface.
What's in the HQ, Matt? Says Mad Dad.
The old HQ, 202.
Long roof with a 202. Was it originally a 202?
Yeah, it was 202, 3 on the tree manual. I had it for 2 years as that 6-cylinder combo, and I wanted to step it up. I was unsure of what I wanted to do, and I'd never tried the LS route. So decided to go the L77. I think it's out of a 2013 VF.
Yep.
Commodore.
So 6 litre.
6 litre, yep.
There you go.
So we got the 6 litre, turbo 400, 9-inch diff, and everything that goes with that.
and how much north?
At the moment, 200 shot. At the no prep event, upwards of 300.
Oh, step it up. Step it up. Trevor Smith says still no spectators.
At this stage, we're sorry to say, but yeah, there's no spectators. Hopefully you boys can get a live feed going, pending the internet and whatnot.
What's the phone reception like out there normally?
We can have good on the track. Is actually good phone reception around the pits. It can drop out sometimes, but normally I can do live feeds and that.
We should be fine
on Facebook. So yeah,
we should be fine. We'll make sure we've got some streams happening.
But yeah, at this stage, no spectators. We are in the middle of trying to get COVID plans and that, but we're only a small club. Like these other tracks, they all say Queensland Raceway. They've got full-time staff.
You're all volunteers out there, right?
Yeah, non-profit, full volunteer. Everyone works a job. There's no staff on the payroll or anything like that. And for us, a small club, we can't afford, if you breach one of these rules, like a spectator breaches the rules, we can't afford to pay the fine,
Yeah, you'd be gone. That'll be the end of it.
Yeah, so we've only got limited volunteers, so we've got to limit how many people are on the premises because we can't afford to get hit with one of these fines.
Well, I reckon once we are back up and running, then maybe Overtaking Lane should hire the track out and come out and do a learn to drag race day or something out there for everyone.
Definitely, we could work something out there. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a bit of fun.
We like to do the learn to drag, like we've done a few over the years, but especially a few fellas that are on social media, we could probably make something of it.
Yeah, we could have a bit of fun. Bring out whatever you want and run it. Johnny Skidpick says, what about helping out? Do you need any other volunteers? I think he's over Pittsworth way.
At this stage, we've got our volunteers sort of sorted, but if I it'll be on Facebook on Warwick Dragway, or mostly it'll be on Warwick Dragway Facebook page if that changes and we need people.
Yeah, so Chris Young saying it's same as National Sprint Association over in the UK for those guys. It's all not-profit volunteers. Mad Dad saying should bring the HJ. It might get left a little bit behind out there. Plus, I got no seats in it at the moment. So
even better. Weight reduction.
Camp chair.
There's a tent.
Mate, what sort of times you getting out of that long roof?
I haven't been on the quarter for a while. I've just been running 8 mile, Kenda, and obviously at Warwick.
Yep.
At the moment, it's running 640. It's been 642 at 110 mile an hour. So it should go close to running 9.9 on the quarter.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, sort of don't want to get kicked out at the moment, so just keep it on the quarter mile, sort of keep it around at 1060s.
Plenty of room in there for a cage, though.
Yeah, well, I didn't really want to put a cage in the big old long roof, but yeah, it's basically on the agenda. That's the next to do. So yeah.
So if your big drag challenge event is so far cancelled, what about there's another one called the Road Trip Challenge, isn't there?
Yep, it's still on at this stage. That's Mick Apps from Addictive Events. He's had 3 or 4 of the road trips at Warwick before. That's the start of November, end of October, start of November.
Fingers crossed we're right coming
At
in.
this stage, it's still on. It just depends what happens with this second wave, you know.
Yeah, well, I think everyone's got to get over and make sure that they follow the Warwick Dragway page. They go find Junga Bunga. They follow all that because there will be more of these events, right? That's
Definitely,
the main
and
thing.
that's what we're going to try. And like you were talking about the YouTube, like the American No Prep, that's where I started off. I loved watching that, and I thought we need to do this in Australia. You know, we got a few. You know, there's a few promoters that have done No Prep, like Lakeside and Gup at Power Cruise and whatnot. But I thought we really got to get it on track and try it. You know,
Yeah.
And we've got great support by our racers. Spot on guys and a lot of fellas are bringing there's a heap of groups bringing 4 or 5 cars, so it's good to see, and especially a few fellas doing the broadcasting of it and making a video and whatnot. It should be a good event.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm not sure about the cold weather. Someone asked before, how cold is it in Warwick? We into -3 at the moment or something?
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. The other day we had a day that was like 7.5 degrees all day with wind. The chill factor of -1. So yeah.
Us Gold Coast boys will feel it.
Definitely bring a jumper, fellas.
I'll bring a box full of hoodies. Maybe people will want them out there. I might sell a few.
But yeah, well that's it. But hopefully it's a nice day. Max to 18 degrees wouldn't be too bad.
Mate, it sounds good. We're looking forward to it. Thanks.
This will be your first time out too.
It will be. Yeah, it will be our first time to the Dragway. 100%.
And maybe we could invite you fellas and get you out to our next test in tune, and you can bring a vehicle out or something.
Yeah. I reckon we need to. I think we've got to get out there in something.
We've been talking about racing each other for a while now that I got the Skyline. So
yeah, righto. Bring her out.
Might need some grudge racing. And I haven't been down the strip yet, mate. So it might be my learn to race day. So I need to pop that cherry, don't I?
Yeah, you should have brought the vehicles up and raced them on the Sunday at the test in June.
Yeah, true. We could have stayed out there, but I don't know about that. It's bloody cold out there.
Yeah, no. But yeah, not a problem. And I'd just like to thank all the racers for the support of this event. Couldn't happen without them. And all our volunteers and everyone at Warwick Dragway and our committee for letting me go ahead with these sort of events. So, yeah.
What a great crew. And I must say, and although we haven't been out there, the feedback I hear is it's always a good day out there. The volunteers are always having fun. They're easygoing, I don't know. I've even heard that I'm not sure who waves the cars up, but he's usually having a dance and really enjoying himself.
Brian, he's at the head of the stage lanes, likes to let off his little dances every now and then, and
it just puts a smile on everyone's face, right?
Yeah, it does, and it's a great atmosphere for the kids and great atmosphere for the racers, and we have lots of little meets, but our drag fest, that's our annual meet. We first started it in 2003. And, as of the last couple of years, we've had up to 240 entrants.
How good's that?
In 2 days. And the Drag Fest on the Saturday night for all racers and crew, we put on a free barbecue. We give them free beers and we have a live band. We just like to treat the racers how they want to be treated and all have a good time.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Thanks for coming on. We're hoping that there's heaps more events coming up, and you might become a regular to tell us what's going on out there.
Yeah, not a problem. It's just a shame that we've had it was 20 years of Warwick Dragway this year, and our big drag fest was going to celebrate that.
That was going to be the one. Well,
but we're going to hopefully we bring a bigger and better year in 2021.
It'll be 20 years in on the 21st year or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. We can think of
something like
something.
that.
We can
We'll
work
sort
something
something
out that
out.
rings together.
No, I'd just like to thank you fellas for your support and bringing me on so I can tell everyone about the event. So if anyone wants to look at entering, they can look me up on Facebook or Junga Bunga's No Prep Cash Days.
Get on there and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Matty Jungaloy, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and we'll talk soon.
Not a problem. See you next Saturday, fellas.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
See ya.
How good's that? What a legend. What a legend. And you'll even see Matty Loy in some of our videos before, actually. He was
13s for 1300.
Yeah, he was in the 13s for 1300 with the boys from Nugget, and they had, what do you have, the VS Commodore out there.
I think so.
Pulled it off the trailer, threw a 150 shot in it and ran a 13. So made it look easy.
Mm-hmm.
But
They only started building it that morning. They welded the diff and left everything in.
Yeah,
Even
look,
the fuzzy seat covers.
while we're on the
Well, I will just say, Mad Dad, thank you for the $10 donation.
oh, another $10. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Excellent.
G'day Mal as well. Mal's in the chat now. And Cryptics, no more as well.
Oh,
Welcome.
TNT's out. We got to meet those guys the other day. They're at Canungra Showgrounds camping. There you go.
There you go.
I hope it's not too chilly out there. But, it won't be on if the border
Anthony
stays
Bellini.
open. That's a worry, isn't it? Anthony Bellini's there. G'day, mate. G'day.
And Grant, how you going?
G'day, Grant. Look, I think while we're in the habit of calling people in on the show, I hope people like this now that we can call people in and have some other people other than just listen to us rabbit on for a while. But we had that competition, right? We mentioned the competition.
It is the title of tonight's stream.
And it was get a selfie with FMR Dave
At PJR.
or Overtaking Lane Dave, whichever one I am on that given moment.
Yeah.
At the PJR Dino Day. Grab a selfie, post it up, maybe win yourself $100. Now,
Yeah.
hang on.
Custom Dream Industries. G'day. Been a while. It certainly has. Welcome back.
Now I've got these
These cards.
FBOS cards from Finance My Ride. Now the deal was that
Did
you had
someone
to post
say
it up.
chili? It is chili. G'day, chili dude. How we going?
Hey, g'day, mate. G'day, Rob. Yep, sorry.
Michael Maven. G'day.
So, g'day, mate. G'day. Must be nearly due for another video that time of the week, Michael, on grinding gears. But you get yourself a FBOS card from Finance My Ride, $100 value. He said he'd pick someone out of the pictures. Actually, was only 4 in it. Maybe I should just ring him in.
Yep.
Let's
do it.
Let's give him a call. If I can, hang on, where'd his number go? Disappeared.
TNT says ball chattering out here, boys.
Oh. How good's this dialing people in, eh? What is
Steve, thanks for the
mate.
$20.
Hey, buddy, how you going?
Salty, how are you, mate? How are you? What's happening?
Oh, mate, just in the lounge watching these couple of lunatics on TV.
I know, how good's these guys? You've been watching them? They got people ringing up on the phone and having a chat, and mate, brilliant stuff. But
Mate, it's good. I'm looking at the pictures, mate. It's it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
well, I just had this big logo up behind me here, Finance My Ride, because you gave away $100 the other week, and then you said, go get a selfie with Dave and I'll give away another 100 to someone, right?
Yeah, I thought, let's mate, I love watching what you boys do, and that's it's about just getting out there and giving a bit. And I thought, since you're on board with the team, let's just do something a bit different, eh?
Yeah, and for those that don't know, I am part of Team Finance My Ride, Team FMR, and there's a lot of moving parts to Team FMR, isn't there?
Mate, it's a bit scary, to be honest with you. If you see what I just played before, my anxiety just went through the roof, but it's going to be a bit of fun.
And I think if anyone is excited about that, they might be able to win $100 off you. Get over and check out the page because they might be able to win a lot more, right?
Yeah, maybe, 60 to 65K worth of maybe.
More to come about that in the future, but and there'll be plenty. we'll keep you very updated on that on Overtaking Lane as well. Lots of opportunities to become, possibly as many chances as you want to get in that draw, but it will be limited. Actually, I should say we can't give away too much.
You can't tell me yet.
We've just got to wait. You've just got to get on and go check out FMR, Team FMR, and watch that page and just wait and see what's coming, right? But
that's it.
But in the meantime, mate, you threw it out there and you said, go get a photo with Dave, take a selfie, and I'll pick one. And, mate, how did we go? We got you wanted more entries, right?
Yeah, we got a heap of people, like always, mate. I had so many people saying, yeah, I'm going to do it, And even on the day when I was out there with you and Tyler and Sally and everybody, they said, yeah, we're going to do it. Well, only 4 lunatics decided to do it. It was Ben, Rebecca, Trevor and Cameron. And, the photos were funny, and that's what it's about. It's about having a lot of fun. And as you know, PJR and all the team down there are just a good bunch of guys. So, how am I going to pick them, eh?
That's what I thought. I'm glad it was up to you, right? There's only 4 entries, 1 in 4 chance, and I might have an inkling on because we did catch up today, but
yeah, I think you know.
But it was a bit difficult, right, to pick. We've got I can see Bex in the chat. Trevor was here before. I think possibly. Ben from High Octane was there. I saw High Octane.
Yeah, he was there. I saw him there. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about Cameron, whether he's in the chat, but we've got a couple of votes on there at the moment. Sally's voting for Beck.
All the votes are for Beck, actually.
Well, there's some votes. Oh, there you go.
That's a bit sexist, that is.
Mate, well, what do you reckon? Do you want to pick a winner?
Well, as I said, mate, yeah, 100%. What I also put in the notes is that, as I'm going to change mine and basically split the money up between a couple or whatever. But you know what? As you know, with finance and riding Team FMR, we're about having a lot of fun and just, giving to the people. So, mate, I reckon everybody can have a $50 FMR FCOS card. Simple as that, the 4 of them.
Well, it's lucky I've got 4 sitting here, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. That's what I gave you 4.
How good's that? So, sorry, you've got the other camera. Tyler's wondering what he's pointing at. There you go. There you go. There's 4. So, you couldn't pick a $100 winner, so we'll just give everybody $50 each.
Mate, that's
and you just spent $200. You just doubled it.
What?
I said, well, that's $200.
How does that work out?
Yeah, you were going to give away $100. Now you've given away $200.
Oh, lucky I'm the finance guy, eh? Yeah, all 4 of them, mate. Let's just do it, eh?
Done deal, guys. Done deal. That is awesome. So I got to send these out to you. So these will come out to you in the mail. If some of you need to give me an address, Cameron's around the corner. He can pick his up. Trevor, I think I've got your address there actually, but if I can't find it, I'll message you. We've got Beck, so we'll catch up. And Ben, we've got one here for you as well. So there'll be that and some instructions on how to get them loaded up with some cash, right? Because you'll load them up once they arrive, so they don't get stolen in the mail, right?
Yep, 100%. So that's what we do, mate. It's just once they've got them in their hand, we unload them. It takes overnight, and mate, they can use them at 99% of shops around Australia or Queensland. You wouldn't want to go all around Australia at the moment.
Mate, how brilliant is that? Andrew Phillips says, too bad my credit score is shit. Well, he should still call us, shouldn't he?
Mate, we can help you out. We set people, we put goals in place, and yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about it tonight about finance and stuff, but mate, yeah, we help a lot of people out. It's good.
There's opportunities for everybody. Yeah, look, I think that's brilliant. I think the main thing is now everybody knows that they need to get on and watch both pages for these competitions as well, and be there ready to be in the running. Don't miss out an opportunity. If you were there on the weekend and said, I'm going to get a photo, there was people that said, I'm going to take a photo with you, and then didn't. They just missed an opportunity to grab $50, right?
Yeah, we'll just throw these out there all the time, mate. Like, it's just about having fun and not planning anything, just doing what we do, getting a bit loose and having a heap of fun.
There you go. And I think it's brilliant, and I appreciate the support for the page as well. And mate, we'll catch up more when we hear a bit more about this other possible competition that's coming up. That's worth a lot more than $50.
No, sounds great, boys. You have a fantastic night, eh?
Thanks, mate. See you, Salt.
See ya.
Thank you.
There you go. What do you reckon?
Oh, awesome. Then
Good on him.
just to reiterate, if you said you were going to get a photo, you should have done it.
Yeah, there you go. What a good guy. Good guy. So there
I
you
will
go.
just throw back. Thank you, Steve, for the $20. More support for you guys. Can't wait to see your backside trackside. It's going to happen this weekend. So
There you go. Tomorrow we'll get up there. So we got to
Zig, how we going as well? Zig's in the chat.
G'day, Zig. Chili Dude's just chucked us a $5, mate. Thank you.
And Rat Fink as well.
Rat's there. Oh, g'day, mate. G'day.
Thank you, Chili Dude. $5. Keep up the great work. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. We appreciate that. We'll bring back the prize wheel soon, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Not next week, maybe the one after. Prize
Yeah.
wheel. End of the month for the prize wheel. So be ready for that one. We need to talk a bit of news.
Yep. Probably. We haven't even gotten that far. I mean, it's nearly 9 o'clock now.
Well, it's good. Some people were complaining we were getting through it too quick, so we can. We're going good. I think it's great to have these call-ins, so I'm really enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
But the Burnout Masters, unfortunately, the news is that that it's not on. So it's bad news there. Andrew Phillips just asked, no word from the Hoff tonight? No, mate.
No, I haven't seen
he's
him yet.
quiet. Did you get your microfiber towel? Actually, before we talk news, hang on,
I do.
you got something there. Oh, you can't, don't go with the cord. You'll drag the whole lot down. There you go. Mailbag. We got some mailbag as well.
Beck says, I planned my photo on the trip from Joe's Diner to PJR. Was worth the good laugh we had.
It was good. It was well done. Mute that cough, COVID boy.
Marv says, Dave, you need Selfie to finance a Lamborghini for yourselves to drive around for the 16-week trivia quiz winner at QL.
That's right. That was the original
and Marv
prize.
says, some people also gave you 24 articles this week to cover it.
Yeah, I don't think we got
It's stuck
24.
down well.
Yeah, what do you got? You got a package there. I don't know whether Andrew got to pack that. You don't even have a Celica, mate. What's you broke it, didn't you, Andrew?
If I can get this open, I'll
Yeah.
get it open one day.
We've got a little package here. It's come in from Golby's, and there's a new turbo for Tyler. No.
It was soft.
There we go. Oh, how good's that? Now, luckily, we did catch up with the guys from Golby's the other day, and we gave them a couple of shirts. And how good's that? In the mail, gave us a couple of Golby shirts. So keen on that. You're not a YouTuber in Australia without a Golby shirt these days, are you?
No.
Hey? How cool's that? I'll wear that with pride.
Mm-hmm. I unfolded your one too, so
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna leave mine in the nice folder.
Yeah, thanks. So there's the Golby's gear. We'll give that.
Chris Young got his stickers. Awesome to hear.
Look at that. They're good shirts, aren't they?
Andrew Phillips says Celica is sitting snug in a car park outside Golby's.
You can still wash it, mate.
Matty Crick, $5.99. Thank you, legend.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Andrew Phillips says, I think Hoffman's upset that I left him and can't drink on Thursdays with him anymore.
You can just join us, and we're only drinking coffees now. Hey, that might be disappointing.
TNT says, missed out on buying a drying towel last weekend, boys. I'll definitely get one soon. Well, you can get them on the website at any time as well.
Yeah, yep.
And you can pick them up too. You just let us know if you want to pick it up. So
yep, and we can arrange a few different spots across the GC to pick them up. No, Marv, you got to get yourself a Golby shirt, mate.
Well, we're only just getting our induction now.
Yeah. So, someone said they're super soft like my beard. There you go, the beard drying towels. So Burnout Masters. Back to that story. Unfortunately,
has been postponed.
Yeah, it's been postponed. So that's very unfortunate. There was because it was going to be spectators and everything on that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was looking pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Or originally it was an entrant-only event, but then they opened it up for spectators, and then it got closed altogether and postponed.
And it has been postponed until September 12th through 13.
So we'll wait and see what happens there. But that's the whole of that story. Unfortunately, COVID has throwing a spanner in the works for a lot of things. So the Denny Ute Muster is also a fatality, and that one's been canned as well, right? So
true. Andrew Phillips says, "What does it mean if you have a Golby's hoodie then?"
Well, he must be staff. There you go. He is staff. So there you go. Yeah, 2020 Denny Ute Master also called off due to COVID, and so much getting called off. Unfortunately, again, we looked like we were coming out of it, and things were starting up, but now it's not looking so good, and we're just hoping that we can keep things out of Queensland, so we don't have to go backwards here.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed on that, but there's a few different things involved in that. But actually, talking another story. So we've done lots of stories over time with COVID, with events not being on. Then there was another story we did a while ago about the road toll, right? Mm-hmm. Because of the less cars on the road, and we'll go old school here. We'll bring out the paper.
TNT had to buy 2 new front tyres for the Camaro. Oh no,
sounds expensive. We'll bring out the paper, and we talked about the road toll and how low the road toll had gotten because
there was no one on the roads.
Yeah, but it's taken a massive
leap. And it's actually gotten worse than the previous year at this time.
So somehow we've gone from one end of the scale to the other, and now unfortunately, we're worse off than we were before. So we were at 126 when this paper came out.
127 now.
Yeah, this was a weekend. On the weekend was 126, and now today it's up to 127. Right. So and we had no RBTs as well, right?
Yeah.
They stopped the RBT stations.
Well, no planned ones, so random ones were still happening if you happen to get pulled over.
Yep. And then, but what's going on there? They've nabbed more.
So they do a thing every year around this time called Operation Cold Snap. And this is just the crackdown from June 27th to midnight of July 10th. In this time, they have had 11 deaths on the road, 316 injury crashes with more than 400 people injured, 617 people caught drink driving, compared to 518 during the same time period last year, and 5,128 people caught speeding, and that's non-camera offences, compared to 4,632 last year.
Mm.
And this is Queensland, I believe, only.
Yeah, this is Queensland fatality. So we've got to settle down out there, people. Settle down on the roads. Get out there and enjoy the track days. But we've got a couple of comments there as well. Steve says, Overtaking Lane, where's his Overtaking Lane shirt with pride?
Awesome.
But he's got to wait for it to warm up a bit down there in SA. So for anyone that is feeling the cold, we've got the hoodies in stock too. So, but yeah, what's the thoughts on the road toll, guy? How do we make it worse when we were so much better? But let's hope that it starts to turn around and we improve. I think, is it because everyone rushed back out onto the roads when it opened up, or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
A bit crazy, but there you go. I think Rat Fink said, "Did you see Bubba get wiped out?" Talking some NASCAR there.
Chris and Rat Fink having a chat about the NASCARs.
I didn't see it.
I did not either. On to the next story. Yeah? Bit of Ferrari news.
Well, is it? Or is it Ricardo news? So I don't know if you know what this story is about, because there's not much in what I...
This is the theme. This is the opener of the F1 race, right? This was in the opener.
Well, it was just a bit of a laugh, actually. I put this in because I thought it was quite funny. So there's been talk about Ricardo going to Ferrari and then not happening and whatever was going on there.
Yeah.
But he decided he would dress up in the Ferrari gear, put a wig on, his mask and snuck in to the Ferrari pits.
Yeah.
So that's a picture of him there in his little get-up.
Yeah.
Sneaking in, looking like an undercover Italian stallion. Yeah, he did. He snuck in to have a bit of a peek around what's going on in the Ferrari camp. So, what do you reckon? They've been doing some funny stuff over there in the F1 as they get close to the start, haven't they?
Yeah, well, there was also the racetrack was getting markers put on it on the maps. It started off with Kimmy's Tyre Memorial and Kimmy's Tyre. And then at the end of the weekend, it was pretty full on.
There was just spots everywhere that were dedicated.
Yep, including Ricardo's knee.
Ricardo's drive-through. There was all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So, there was some good laughs over on the F1. But, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, him sneaking in there. So I just thought I'd throw that in there as a cheer-up story after the dull road toll stuff.
And Daniel Ricciardo also arrived at the Red Bull ring this morning, shaking hands, fist bumping, high-fiving, and signing autographs for a non-existent crowd.
There you go. Funny stuff. So there you go. Who's getting into the F1? Who's keen for that?
Well, there was also a heated battle of Connect 4 as well, I believe, on Twitter between Williams Racing and Mercedes.
Heated battle of Connect 4.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. It was a very intense battle.
Scott Charrington says he's going to put some of his Centrelink on a hoodie. He's going to buy one this week. I think we still owe him a shirt, right? He's waiting for a new design shirt too. He still gets first dibs on one of those. Andrew Phillips talking about the other story, said if you're going to drink drive, be prepared to run if you see the lights in the mirror. Can I put my effects on and see if I've... Would have been a good segue to run my my police lights.
Matty Crick says, question, if you just found $10,000, would you respray your Classic or spend it on engine mods? What would you do?
There you go. Sorry, just change the background up for those police lights in the mirror.
Matty Crick asked you a question.
Oh, yep, say that again.
He says, if you just found $10,000, would you respray your Classic or spend it on engine mods?
I would respray the HJ.
There you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would.
Rob says F1 is on again tomorrow night.
I would respray the HJ because I've done the engine, I've done the suspension, I've done the interiors in getting done. It just needs a bit of a freshen up on the paint now. But that's what I do to the HJ, but the Ute could do with some boost.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Probably engine mods.
What would you do? Keep listing.
E85, 6-boost manifold, bigger turbo.
Mm-hmm. What turbo would you go?
Don't know. If I got 10 grand, I could probably go bigger than what I already planned. So
there you go. Andrew says the paint doesn't make your car go faster, but I just like looking pretty in the crowd. But anyway, back to the stories. What do we got? We got a Kia story. I'll put it right up the front. We, straight into Kia stories, into the good stuff.
Kia Stinger 2021 facelift and a more powerful twin turbo V6 on the way after all.
Well, that's what gets this story up there. Is one we've got a picture of a Kia Stinger doing a fat burnout. But more power, right?
Yeah.
These things have got a bit of grunt too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 3.3 litre twin turbo V6 engine. It's going to go up not a lot though. When they talk about a power increase, it sounds impressive, right?
Yeah,
and
you're thinking, going to go all the way from 272 kilowatts to 274.
It's it nearly could have been your EcoBoost.
Andrew
sound
Phillips
effect.
says, "Don't know why you say if when almost all Australians just got a 10k super payout."
Well, that's true.
I don't even have 10,000 in my super to get paid out. So
that's a problem. But I think that is a lot of people's car funds. So a lot of people spending.
Rob
coin
says
on it.
Dan is off to McLaren. There you go.
Yep, that is correct. So anything else with the Kia? They haven't talked about the torque yet, but probably not going to change a lot.
And Mum said in the chat the HJ doesn't need to go any faster. And High Octane said, Sally, no one needs that kind of negativity in their life.
I love it. Funny. Only not massive torque though in the Kia, but not too bad. 510 Newton meters of torque. But that's probably going to stay around the same. They have other options in the engine, but they're not as exciting. They drop right down, don't they?
Yeah.
We got the 4-cylinder single turbo, which is 182 kilowatts. Well, I don't know why you'd go there.
No.
But they do have a 2.5 litre. That's a little bit better, 224 kilowatts. Again, I don't know why you'd go a 4-cylinder when you could go a twin turbo 6. So maybe cost, but then you probably should be looking at a whole different car. So, I think 3.3 litre twin turbo V6 is the only way to go. It's they're not a bad car. I've seen them out and about. We've got friends that have bought them. They are fairly decent cars.
Salty says, I just spat my protein shake everywhere, 2 whole kilowatts.
Big numbers, mate. Big numbers.
Carl says, anyone have a Stinger? Was thinking about selling the wagon for one until I spoke with Kent.
Adam Horsley, I know he's pretty happy with his. So, have a chat to him, Carl. I think he's pretty stoked with his. He stepped out of a 800 plus horsepower Commodore. And moved into the Stinger. Obviously not quite the same power-wise, but he's still happy with the car. And then I threw in another story for you, man.
Kicking it over to the 34 Skyline. We talked to Chris a while back at the United Festival, I think it was, the Tuned.
Yep.
And talked to them about they've got twin 34 GTRs. And we mentioned about the prices going up about $5,000 while we were having a chat. And, they pretty much are. They just go up every time you look at it. You can refresh the car sales page and they're getting listed for higher and higher. But there has been one Skyline that has sold for the equivalent of more than $200,000 for the R34 GTR. Despite having 65,000 kilometres on the odometer and being 20 years old, built between 1999 and 2000, the Hammer fell last month at 15,105,000 Japanese yen, which is roughly equates to 206,000 Australian dollars. That's half the price of the most expensive Nissan GTR of all time. However, it is believed that it is the most paid for this particular model.
Now, it's to do with the colour.
Yeah, Midnight Purple 3.
It's not a great picture there. That's all that was available on the...
that's pretty much all you get on all the auction sites. So.
Yeah, that's where that picture come from. But to give you an idea of what a Midnight Purple one looks like, it's something like that. There you go. Like that?
This particular car was one of only 132 finished in the highly sought-after colour from a total production run of 4,193 V-Spec editions.
There you go. Would you be keen for one of those?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
The V-Spec trim level was sold alongside the base model GTR for 1 year of production only, despite 2 colours being rarer, Lightning Yellow and Active Red. Midnight Purple 3 remains a fan favourite, as demonstrated by the final sale price of this particular example.
Was actually a white one that was the highest selling. That one, though. Yeah, I believe. The most expensive GDR R34 ever sold at auction was a base white coloured V-Spec 2 Nur, which is the Nürburgring edition.
No.
Yeah, I said Nur. Isn't that how it said? Nur.
That particular one, though, had double digit on the odometer. It only had only 10 kilometres.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, that's pretty low.
TNT's off, out camping, no Wi-Fi, no worries. Thanks for tuning in.
No worries. Have a good night. Stay close to that fire.
Liam says Midnight Purple Phase 3 is like $100 a litre. It's ridiculous.
So,
and Andrew is right. The Millennium Jade is a really nice colour. I don't know whether you've ever seen that one.
No.
There you go. That's Millennium Jade there. I think that's V-Spec 2 though.
Oh, okay. Well, pretty flash. There you go. Well, if you want to drop a couple of $100,000 and you want to watch your money grow, actually, it's probably not a bad investment because they just continue to go up in price, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Caradvice.com.au have got a bit of a story on it all there, and goes through a few other things. It says there was a Toyota Supra recently traded for $173,000 US, which is 248,000 Australian.
See you no more. Thank you.
See you, mate. And a Honda Civic SI two-door coupe sold for $50,000. American, 72,000 Australian.
There you go.
So there you go. And they then asked the question, has anyone owned a Japanese classic that they regret selling? So you can check out that story on caradvice.com.au. And what else we got to talk about tonight? We've got a picture of the COVID-19 number plates that were recently spotted in the airport in South Australia, but that's not the story. I did a quick story here because just back onto the COVID stuff, was just mentioning the lockdown in Melbourne, and I was watching a bit of Clutch Kick Junkie last night. Actually, I was having a look, and he went for a quick run before
it all locked back down.
Yeah, going back onto lockdown, and he said because there's no driving, so he said wouldn't be able to drive for a while.
Oh, true.
6 weeks, not allowed to go cruising in your car. So there's some stuff on Car Advice. We're still on caradvice.com.au, and they just talked about what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do currently in Victoria.
Yep.
With the restrictions. So you're only allowed to leave home for shopping for food or other essentials. If you've got to provide caregiving, compassionate reasons to seek medical treatment, exercise, and you're only allowed to do that with one other person.
Or members of your household.
Yep.
So you can have more, but you all have to live at the same address.
And you can go out for work or study, but only if you can't work or study from home.
Mm-hmm.
So...
do you want me to list all the places
that are under lockdown right now? Yep.
Avenel, Beveridge, Broadford, Bylands,
Beveridge,
Clonbinane, Dysart, Emu Flat, Flowerdale, Forbes, Glenora, Glenhope, Glenhope East, Heathcote Junction, Heathcote South, High Camp, Highlands, Hildene, Kilmore East, Corbyboyne, Mangalore, Mia, Moranding, Northwood, Nullarbale, Puckapunyal.
I've been everywhere, man. Oh, sorry.
Pialong, Reedy Creek. That's on the Gold Coast. Seymour, Sugarloaf Creek, Sunday Creek, Tullarook, Tarcoom, Tubaruk, Trawul, Chiak. I don't know if that's right. Chiak. Upper Plenty. There's plenty there. I heard in the upper. Wallen, Wandong, Waterford Park, Whiteheads Creek, and Willow Maven.
Oh, you should definitely stay home.
And also the Melbourne CBD.
There you go. I just wanted to hear you say all those. So it was really no other reason. It's not that important for the channel.
It was more just to see if you wanted me to list them off like you did with all the lights. at Sydney.
Did you want to go back to the plan about the lights at Sydney? Because they must be.
I think Andrew might.
Well.
I think Andrew still wants to hear about it.
You can see that on OnlyFans.
Bad Q, how you going?
G'day, mate. G'day.
Not Queensland. This is Victoria. Queensland doesn't have lockdowns.
Nothing here. So just checking out the comments. Have we missed much there? There was Chris Young said 5 years ago he got a Kia Optima, £21,000, brand new after 1 year of after 1 year for £17 back. I read that completely wrong and butchered it. I don't know. Optima's BMW 5 Series standard, which costs at least $35,000 and you lose $12,000 at least. Crazy VN would love his old VC Valiant 273. What else we got there in the comments, Tolly? Looks like I've missed a heap. It's just about checking where the lockdowns
Roy
were.
says Subaru STI gets $100,000 in America. There you go. I don't think so. They were just talking about the price of paint. Michael Maven says, I'm predicting a mini truck revival.
Rapfink says, that's why we're getting better. We're following the rules. We're over there. Everyone's getting infected over in the US because they're all idiots and think the virus is fake. Unfortunately, we're starting to go backwards. Yeah,
very much backwards. I think they've had the most infected in 1 day today.
Yeah,
in
but
Victoria.
in Queensland, not so bad. But Victoria and then New South Wales is starting to come back again. So we're hopefully not going to fall back into a second phase. But we'll. This is a channel about cars, so we better not get too carried away.
Chris
on
Young says, point was Kia lost $4,000 in 1 year equivalent. BMW lost over $12,000. Wow.
There you go. Down in Victoria, on the spot fines, $1,652 or up to nearly $10,000 for businesses if they don't follow the rules.
Oh, there you go.
They get caught out.
Mad Dad says, if Victoria was a solar panel, Australia could stop using coal plants.
That's true. So there's a few different things there that they go through. Can different people from two different people from different households share a car? No, they say where possible, carrying passengers in your car should be avoided.
There you go.
Unless you're in.
But you're allowed to travel on public transport. If you're carrying out.
Can you drive for leisure
approved
purposes if you don't leave the car? So can you go for a cruise and not get out of the car? It says, yes, you may go for a drive if you're a resident within the lockdown areas, but you must remain within the lockdown area and you can't leave your vehicle for any purpose outside the 4 approved reasons.
There you go.
So you could just go around the block a few times.
Carl says, speaking of COVID, you boys should hit up Paul Morris now that the Airbus team are based at Norwell. Might be able to do some filming with them.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? How do we get onto that?
Matty Crick says, try buying an SS Commodore. Nobody's selling them at reasonable prices.
Oh, really? Does that mean it's time that I sell mine? The Ute, SS Ute. Aye? Few people would say no, don't do it. Can you go on a road trip to stay in a place within the lockdown area? It says you may only leave your car home for 4 approved reasons mentioned above. But I just said a minute ago.
Yeah, but you're not allowed. Road trip is more that you're going to go somewhere and get out.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. But you can buy a new car.
Yep, you're allowed to buy a new car.
That's shopping.
But they say more people are doing that online at the moment than any other.
Just hit the button once. Hit the button once.
No, yeah, not like the guy last. What did he buy? 16 Teslas.
25.
25 Teslas. So crazy stuff.
Lots of no's in the chat from Sally H.
No selling the Ute, is it?
All right, we ready to move on?
Might get you Gemini. All right, we'll move on. We'll move to the next story. Get away from the COVID. But talking number plates, not that COVID number plate that was in the last picture, but
talking weapon that we had a chat about a little while back. Peter Hansen put in an application to overturn Vic Roads banning his number plate and wanting it back.
Yep.
But they rejected it.
So he has not won the appeal. It is gone. That number plate is now no longer, and it won't be. I think he's got no other avenue to try and do anything about it now, right? It's gone. That's it.
But he is buoyed by support from the community and local police.
Yeah, look, it seems a bit over the top, to be honest. I think bureaucracy just gone a bit crazy there. I don't see any issue with the number plate weapon. They say it possibly incites violence. I don't
think it does.
Not at all. So yeah, I think he was pretty hard done by. But there you go. What else we got? Another story? Do you want to move on that one?
Yeah. Maddie Crick says VS SS at least 17K.
Jeez.
It's
getting up there.
Liam says he was looking at a HSV today, E1V Club Sport wagon, 241,000 Ks on it, and still wanted $36,000.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's up there. And that was a wagon too, eh? For a shopping trolley.
Michael Maven says saw an Atlas Grey VN SS at Runaway Bay today. Was not for sale.
Oh yeah, okay, VN. Michael's got the wags, shiny black wags, or shopping trolley. No offense intended. The long roof, we'll call it. What else we got? 703 kilometres an hour. How quick's this thing?
Yeah, it's amazing. Have you ever hit that fast in your? Is it a Focus or a Fiesta? It's a Focus. So have you ever hit this fast in your Focus, Liam?
There you go. Apparently this guy did. It's the same colour too as Liam's, isn't it?
He was doing the cruising speed of a Boeing 787. Or a third faster than the mighty Bugatti Chiron Supersport's 489 km per hour world record holding effort.
Now, where did this actually happen? Do you know where this was? No.
Off Agna in a tiny town of Agna in Italy.
Okay, so
not far from San Marino.
So over in Italy somewhere, he's gone through a speed camera and he's been sent a fine for doing 703 kilometres an hour in a 70 zone.
Yep, he copped a $1,380 fine.
Right, that's probably not too bad actually for doing 630 kilometres above the speeding, above the limit.
What makes the whole thing more amusing though is that the local constabulary issued the fine to the person with the Focus without checking it first, docking her 10 points from the licence and issuing an €850 fine.
I think that's a bargain. Hey? That's a bargain for 700k an hour. But somehow it obviously wasn't doing that.
A local town councillor is actually advising that the Focus driver not only ignores the notice, but to appeal for compensation.
Sorry, I was just also reading there that Carl, easy on the long roofs. I know he loves his shopping trolley too.
And he says, we reckon she ought to be calling the good people at Guinness Book of Records, or maybe she could pop over to Maranello and see if Ferrari F1 team needs a new motor. from whichcar.com.au. Carl says, I think Fight Club is a bit overrated and that offends me. So considering Tyler is the main character, does that mean I can get the Skylines plates banned?
Maybe. That's funny. Liam says that he reckons he could gap the R33 with his ST.
To put it to the test, you love to come out to Warwick when we do the drags,
or the next track day.
People have asked in the chat earlier if they can call me out at the drag day, and I was going to say yes, but I fear that I'll just be going round and round in circles all day. I won't ever be able to stop.
Well, I would imagine if we get out there and do an Overtaking Lane drag day, it would only be fair to let everyone call us out, right? Everyone would come out for that.
We have
reason.
to put out a certain limit though at that point.
Yeah,
because otherwise your car's just going to blow up from overheating of all these drag runs.
but you got to give them. You got to get out there and let them.
Yeah, of course.
Let them see if they can get one on us. So they pulled the fine, mate, or what? For this one?
I believe so.
You would think so, right? Not bad. Not bad. There you go. You'd want to frame that, though, wouldn't you?
I think so. Liam says, no, highway runs, none of this track stuff. We don't do anything illegal here on Overtaking Lane. It's all at the track.
Yes, completely.
Only
good.
sanctioned events.
There you go. So if you can't do 700 kilometres an hour in your Focus, there's probably other things you can do in a yellow car.
Then maybe you can crash and do $1 million fender bender.
Well,
with
people
two
say,
Lamborghini V12s.
they're always saying, my car's not worth much. It doesn't matter if I'm in an accident. And you say, well, what about if you hit someone in a Lamborghini? You're going to be in trouble, right? Well, what if you hit somebody in your Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Then you're really in bloody trouble. But it's happened. Right? That's what
in Singapore, I believe it was.
He's crashed his Lambo into a Lambo. And two more examples of expensive cars making silly mistakes. A pair of high-powered Lamborghini V12 supercars have been caught on camera after an embarrassing bingle on the streets of Singapore last month. Although it appears to only be a low-speed impact, the two cars, worth in excess of $1 million combined, are likely to require repairs, adding up to thousands of dollars. If the same bumper-to-bumper crash happened in everyday hatchback, it would have probably only be less than insurance excess, right? But because they're Lamborghini Aventadors, worth nearly $800,000 each in Australia, the repair bill is likely to be the cost of a new hatchback on its own. So pretty good job. They've done well there, haven't they?
Yeah. Rob says, count me in for the drag day. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Marv says, from a dig only, Liam, go to a bakery for a roll. James Baylor says, do a live quiz and the winner gets to drag race Tyler. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, maybe you could just have the binder gear and the merch out there on a day, and anyone that buys stuff gets to have a run. There still might be too many runs.
Matty Crick says, only Dave maybe breaks the law. No. Jason Bale says, I've got a set of plates for sale. Sylvie, 51 LVI. They keep getting flagged and kicked off Facebook Marketplace. I think it's because you can't sell plates on there. I believe
but
you have to actually...
They have plate pages.
Yeah, but you can't put plates in the title, I believe.
Oh.
I think it's a banned word on Facebook.
Oh, right. A bit like selling live animals. So what happened there, Tyler?
And we listed some fish for sale. We actually got a message recently on Gumtree. Someone messaged us and says, hello, I'm interested in your platy fish. I would like to know, do you have all the documents for platy fish, and has your platy fish had all their shots?
All their shots. Have your fish been vaccinated? Have they?
Yeah, of course. Paige sent me the message and said, how do I respond to this? And I said, you don't.
Now, did Paige get banned from Facebook?
Yeah.
For trying to sell live animals?
Mm-hmm.
Because she advertised fish for sale?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. Learn from that mistake.
Marv says, yo, dog, I heard you like Lambos, so I tried to put a Lambo in your Lambo.
In the rear of it.
Mad Dad says, I'll never buy another yellow HQ. They're bad luck.
Oh, sounds like there's a story there.
And Johnny Skidpig, I'll second the Dragway Day. Awesome.
Yes, we'll expect you out there, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good idea, and we get out there, and it would be a lot of fun. Rafik says the virus won't last long. It's made in China.
Well, things that come out of China these days are actually pretty impressive. So.
Except for that. You're looking for more coffee, mate.
Yeah, it's empty. It's time to be afraid. It's the 202 mile per hour Mercedes AMG GT Black Series.
There, look at that picture.
These are actually quite a nice car. I haven't seen, obviously, this one, but I have seen a Mercedes AMG GTR in the streets of Runaway Bay once before, and it is awesome. The guy was actually just slowing down, like, you know, he'd slow down, right down, he'd slow us down to about 10 kilometres an hour, and then he'd take off again. Then he'd slow right down again and take off. I think he was just listening to his exhaust as he was driving along.
Is that the GTR Pro?
Don't know if it was the Pro, but...
Because I actually hear that the GTR Pro is... there's some coming to Australia in the next
there you go.
month or
well,
so.
this one I'd already seen, so...
Yeah, okay.
AMG, and he was making the wing go up and down.
Is there a story on that one? I think there's something about them coming to Australia.
Oh, there you go.
Does it say something about that? So it's a whole nother story we didn't do because we. But yeah, the Black Series.
I'm not against more coffee, Mum.
So tell us about these Black Series. What's going on?
Yes.
Yes, you're gonna.
It's the sixth car to wear the Black Series badge. It is 330,000 pound, I think that is, or is that euros? I don't know. I'll work that out. Simple for pounds. What is that one?
You do the you do this story. Go.
No,
you can zoom in on the story
300
there from your camera angle. I'll drop these cups out.
All right, 330,000 pounds to Australian dollars. Equivalates to 593,000 Australian dollars before you add on any taxes. So good luck. It is an expensive one. So if you've got a cool, probably $700,000 to $800,000 by the time this lands in Australia, if not more, then you can pick one up. Let me have a look through this story. In the engine bay, we will find AMG's dry-sumped 4-litre twin-turbo V8. Just not as we know it. It's been fitted with a lighter flat-plane crank. Tech that's normally associated with highly strung, high-revving Italian supercars and Mustang GT 350Rs. It's a surefire way to drastically alter the GT's burly character, add some whip crack to the tacho, and make it sound like Zeus splitting the sky in two after a particularly punchy Jalfrezi. It's also helped to liberate 720 brake horsepower at 6,700 RPM. The red line stays at 7,000 RPM and 590 pound-foot of torque between 2,000 and 6,000 RPM. That is 143 brake horsepower and 74 pound-foot more than the GTR Pro. Excerpt from topgear.com. Some numbers for you. 202 miles an hour. Which in kilometres per hour is, I'll find out, 325 kilometres an hour. So you can't quite fined 700 in a 70 zone in the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series.
So I've no idea what we just learnt from all of that. So
yes,
but it was a good break that I needed. I wasn't really just taking cups out. We need like a player sponsored ad or something to have toilet breaks during the show. There you go. Was that the end of that story? Did I miss it all? Or you got comments?
I'm trying to work out what NZ. Carl says, "Is that matte silver with yellow stripes?" It is actually the one that I saw. He says, "Please tell me it was. I have dash cam footage of it leaving Bunnings Arundel in front of me and trying to light it up, but ends up losing it, just missing his van."
Oh, really?
There you go.
Well, that's a Pro GT with with the yellow stripes. There you go.
Crazy VN says, "Jumbo flat white, 3 sugars, please, Sal." Let me find. I think Mad Dad said something about the. Mad Dad says, "Red and blue lights kept following me for some reason, so I painted it black." In his yellow HQ.
Scott Shearing says, hopefully they'll stay away from his yellow Sandman because it needs to stay stock. There's no way he could paint it black.
There you go. Rat Fink says, "You guys have any Boss Hoss motorcycles?"
No. What's the? Hang on.
Matt Crick says your English is bloody impeccable, bro. And Dan Jazz, how you going? Crank will change the noise for sure. It certainly will. It was actually awesome to hear the Volvos when they were in with the flat plane crank going around the track at the supercars. It was good to hear a bit of a different noise coming around, and they actually sounded really cool.
Now, I was...
sounds good, Carl.
I was just having a look to see Boss Hoss motorcycles for sale in Australia on justbikes.com.au, and it says no matching ads found. So I would say we have none for sale in Australia.
I should also say as well, they've changed a few things a little bit more as well in this Black Series AMG. There's thinner glass for the windscreen and rear window, a carbon fibre shell bucket seats as standard, carbon bonnet, carbon wing, wings, carbon tailgate, and a stepped carbon roof, carbon ceramic brakes, and for the full Bernd Schneider, an optional track package adds a titanium roll bar, 4-point harnesses, and a fire extinguisher. Result of this? Death by carbon fibre. A curb weight of 1540 kilograms, which is 35 kg less than the GDR Pro.
And just back to Rat Fink's comment there, I said there's no Boss Hoss motorcycles for sale in Australia. There is none for sale, but that doesn't mean we don't have any in Australia. They're just not very popular in Australia. Well, they're not popular. They're just very hard to come by. They're very rare. But they're they're a V8 motorcycle.
There you go.
Yeah. So there is some getting around. Just you're going to have trouble getting one.
And Cryptic says, and a service costs $50K. Probably for the Merc.
Wow. That's a bit pricey. $50K for the server. Holy doolies. Hopefully not quite that bad, but I would imagine it's not overly cheap, but maybe not quite that much. There you go. All right. Now, what can you back up?
Steve needs to go to bed. No worries. Thanks for dropping by, Steve, and
Thank you.
Thanks for the donation again, legend.
Thank you, mate. Now, what can you back up the story on an AMG Black with? And it has to be a Hyundai.
A mid-engined Hyundai.
Now, what's going on here? This is a bit of a rendering of a possible...
This isn't a Veloster.
No. But it's a bit of a rendering of what, a two-door mid-engine sports car from Hyundai. Yeah?
Yes. Maybe you can tell us about the Hyundai.
No, I know nothing about it. But
hey, I knew nothing about the Mercedes AMG Black either. So good luck.
I guess there's just some rumours going around that there may be something coming out. The Veloster N was a pretty damn cool hot hatch.
Switch the camera angle for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to leave you to this one.
Yep. So word is that some kind of mid-engined Hyundai is destined for production. And it's going to be slightly different from a Veloster shape. And, I guess we just got to... Oh, look out. Don't spill that. We'll wait and see what's going to come out of it. But I think the other thing that's exciting out of Hyundai at the moment is that the N model, the i30N, may actually also come in a sedan, and that may hit Australia. So I think that's what we've got to have a look at, because that's probably more guaranteed than what we'll see out of the mid-engined hatch. But I'll see if I've got a picture of it. There you go. That is the possible Hyundai i30N performance sedan. Again, this is only a rendering of what it may look like, but they're saying it's definitely in the works. So that's a computer drawn picture, also from the same mob that did the last one. But although yet to be confirmed, there has been some spy photos of this in development, and also known as the Hyundai Elantra N overseas, and it's expected to be in Australia in 2021 as a variant of the i30 over here. So there've been various reports across the last few years about this, and we'll wait and see what it eventuates. But 202 kilowatts they're saying out of this little thing. So I've always actually been a fan of the i30N, and I still haven't been in one actually, although I've had an opportunity there, but I haven't made it happen. And I did notice there was a heap of them out again at Brekkie Laps for Morning Mayhem. It looked like there was a massive crowd of the i30Ns out there. So if I had have got out of bed in time and got out there, I would have actually probably got to get in one.
Adam Geary says the mic stand is really clear.
It is. Sounds pretty good here with the headphones. I hope it is, because we want to make sure we got bad quality picture there. Is that trying to improve your focus?
The mic stand was really clear.
Oh, the mic stand was really clear. I thought you said the mic sound was really clear.
No, the mic stand. The actual stand itself is really clear.
There you go. Nobody can see the pic. That's the problem.
There we go.
There.
High Octane says we had 4 identical i30Ns out on the weekend. There you go.
Yeah, I saw some shots, and I think that's what's cool about them, is that they are a daily driver, that you can then go to something like the Brekkie Laps with High Octane and
rip it around the track.
Put it on the track and put it in track mode and have a bit of fun. And they sound cool as for what they are.
Mm.
So I think they do really well.
Mm.
So what's the thoughts? There's a lot of people, probably a lot of haters in there on the on the Hyundais, but they've come a long way. And I'm not saying they're not my choice of car for the necessary weekender, but for a daily that you can do other bits and pieces in, for a cool daily, yeah, when you can take the missus out to do the shopping and then rip it up on the streets while she's in the shops. Sounds like fun to me. So, what else have we got in new cars? There's the
new Honda Civic Type R to be a 300 kilowatt all drive monster. This has got, is that more power than the Kia Stinger?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
and more than 2 kilowatts more. That's for sure as well.
The hybrid setup will outpunch nearly every hot hatch on the planet.
And is that why it's so much more power? Is because of this hybrid setup? Interesting. I also,
in fact, the only hot hatch that could possibly outshine it is the Mercedes AMG A45, which squeezes out a mighty 310 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque from its 2-litre turbo petrol 4-cylinder engine.
I am a fan of that car as well. Look, I saw another story, and just talking about the hybrid setup, there was another story there, and I think it's probably in the news stories that Marv dropped in Discord, but also Porsche and their hybrid, how poorly it performed on the the tests, and I think its range on electric only was like 12 miles. But yeah, it was all about the getting the power with the hybrid setup, but it was certainly not to save fuel. It was still quite inefficient. But this thing is going to be a blitzer at that speed, isn't it? With that power level.
Yes.
What do you think of this? What do you think of the Civics?
They're actually a pretty cool looking car, in my opinion. They were very cool when they brought them out, and then seeing that poor fellow that bought one driving it home and got rear-ended on the way home.
It's 100 kilowatts more than the i30N. The Golf R is good for 213 kilowatts.
And the GR Yaris.
Yes.
There's 192 kilowatts.
Not quite as much, but they don't look too bad for a Corolla.
I said Yaris.
Well, they're all Corollas, aren't they? But what's the price on those Type R's? They're
not cheap. I think they're like 60K.
But I guess, what about the Subaru WRX STI? That's got to be up there in power levels.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new one though, so
we'll see what it ends up.
It is unconfirmed. Reports out of Japan have the new STI using a 2.4 litre turbo engine with 298 kilowatts and 489 newton meters of torque.
Okay.
With the new model expected to debut in October 2021.
Well, that's 12 months away yet, so we'll see where that ends up. Is that too much talk of hot hatches there?
What we can talk about?
Benson says, no thanks for 60K. There you go. Is that your cost?
Let me look on car sales.
Ooh, it's a bit pricey.
51,990 drive away for a 2019 with 7,000 Ks on it.
There you go. There's some questions.
Liam says, SDI, do I hear a head gasket inbound? I think if they're properly taken care of, I think they're pretty good. I'm sure Rob can shed some light on that one.
Was he racing you with a blown head gasket on the weekend?
I think I heard something mentioned about that. Was that right, Rob? Rob says, long live the EJ. It has lived for a very long time, the whole EJ. Only in the base model Rexy, they replaced it with the FA20.
It looks like you're already on the next story too.
Yeah, I am. Ahead of you.
It was talked about them doing some new replacement parts for old cars.
Well, let's talk about this first. Is that Nissan actually already does this for the Skyline.
So you can get new parts for the Skyline.
You certainly can.
For the 33?
Mm-hmm. 32, 33 and 34, I believe.
Oh.
There you go. Rob says, yes, I was.
There you go. There you go. Did you get chopped by a Subi with blown head gasket?
I don't know. Probably. I had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered.
That's true. So, yeah. So, now, when it comes to new replacement parts, what can you get in a Skyline?
A lot of the interior parts, I believe. Nissan Skyline new parts.
You could update that driver's seat, mate. It's starting to get a bit worn.
No, I want to change that into a bit more of a bucket seat, because that was one thing I found at the track was going around a corner and trying to hold. Yeah.
Well, sorry, bucket seats in my day is two separate seats, and you have a bench seat and a bucket seat.
Yeah, well.
So you already have bucket seats. You don't have a bench seat.
Yeah, well, trying to.
You want to go to the brides or something, mate?
Yeah, I'll see if you search bucket seats.
That's pops up. Yeah.
I want to go something like that because finding at the track, racing it around, I had to try and hold myself in the seat at the same time as well.
Okay.
A couple of those quicker speed corners, you find yourself falling out while going through, particularly 1 and 2.
Carl asked, is VTEC still a thing?
No idea. I think so.
It is, yeah.
I believe so, yeah. It's just got a turbo on it as well.
Right, where are we up to? Hang on, coming back down the comments. James Baylor says you don't choose the Subaru life, it chooses you. And Marv says classic MCM quote, head gasket. They also have been quoting on there about how unbreakable the 6-speed boxes are, but you can watch our video and see one of them go boom.
Yeah. That's a little bit different though with the torque limited flat 6. Liam says, I swear I sold like 5 OEM head gasket kits a day when I was working in part sales. There you go.
Subaru head gaskets and Mazda Apex seals will be funny for years to come, says Carl. I love it. Definitely funny. So anyway, back to our story. So we ended up got sidetracked talking about Skyline parts being new, but they're going to have 2000 GT
replacement
Toyota
parts, the first batch.
So
Toyota's growing GR Heritage Parts division will start manufacturing replacement parts for the 2000 GT in the fall of 2020. Some of the components it will make have been nearly unobtainable for several decades. As of writing, the replacement parts listed in the company's catalogue are for 5-speed manual transmissions or the differential. The list includes gears, synchro hubs and sleeves, the shift fork, plus various bolts, bearings, gaskets and washers.
So it's fairly extensive what they're doing.
Enthusiasts rebuilding the 2-litre straight 6 engine or looking for body panels won't be able to source parts from Toyota, at least not yet though. Additional information will be published on August 1st.
There you go. It's going to be all built in Japan and distributed globally through Toyota dealers, I believe. So, but you have to be able to prove that you own a 2000 GT to be allowed to place an order.
There you go. That's obviously to avoid some spiking of prices.
Okay, because there's a limited number of parts that they're going to do, so
they don't end up in the hands of resellers.
Okay, because it took me a minute to think about that, why they would do that, but that makes sense.
Well, in 2013, here's a bit of a fact for you: a yellow 2000 GT became the most expensive Asian car ever sold at an auction after trading hands for $1.2 million.
Wow. There you go. All right. How many you reckon are out there now?
No idea.
Not many.
Only 351 examples were ever sold.
So it's not like they're going to make a whole lot of parts then, is it?
No.
So it's a lot of effort to go to come up with all the production for what they'll need to make a handful of parts.
Yeah.
So.
A couple of people have said what I should do. James Baylor says need that 5-point harness too. I could bolt them in and take them out as I go.
You've got the
mounting points for it. So
yeah, you've got the cage and all the mounting points for the harness.
Rat Fink says throw in a Recaro for racing. Johnny Skidpig says 4/5-point harness is what you need. Adam Geary says duct tape. Mad Dad says just buy some ratchet straps.
There you go. That's a classic.
Well, we're on to the last story.
Well, we got quiz to come after that. And
this is the last story, and then we got the quiz.
And who we got on the quiz tonight?
We have Crazy VN, our challenger, and the champion of Marth.
I know, we're doing Discord on there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to give it a go. Sound's been good, so hopefully it stays the same.
Hopefully we fix the problem we had from last week. But the sound was good on the podcast, so we had no trouble there.
Yep.
Last story then that I've got up here before we move on is the Ram. 1500.
The 1500 range is about to expand in Australia.
Yeah, 1500 Warlock limited edition is going to be on sale. I don't mind these Dodge Ram trucks. I don't like the price much because I can't afford one, but I do like them. They're a cool looking truck and something a little bit different for us over here. But we're starting to see a lot of them on the road as well. Have you noticed how many are starting to get out there? So,
well, I haven't. I haven't really been getting around too much though.
Right. Well, there is quite a few getting around. It will be the 4th model in the revised Ram 1500 Classic range, joining the Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab, which has shorter rear doors and a longer bed. The 1500 Express Crew Cab.
Crew Cab?
Crew Cab.
The Crab.
Which has longer rear doors and more back seat space and a shorter tub.
Chris Young says, looks great. You can put a smart car in the back.
You could. The 1500 Laramie, which has longer rear doors and more back seat space and a shorter ute tub. And then the Warlock edition, which is based on the Express Crew Cab, and in Australia comes standard with a Ram box. It's a storage area that's on top of each rear fender.
There you go. Well, quick question first for Rat Fink. What do you think of the Ram? You see them probably a little bit more than we do.
Obviously, the truck market's massive in the States. Has been.
What's the thoughts on the Ram?
We've not.
Centrelink AU, blokes, how are we doing? We're going well, thank you.
Doing well, brother. Doing well. Recommended retail on these things, as I said, was a bit pricey for me. $104,450 plus on-road costs. So
about $110,000 drive away.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
Mad Dad says it looks like a Ford Ranger. It is a bit bigger though.
Yeah, slightly larger. The first examples are available in red, white, or Patriot blue. Metallic paint is another $800 plus.
Rat Fink says nice pickup. I had a few, love them. There you go. If you're in the market for one of these, there you go. There's your endorsement.
There is another batch coming later in the year, but they're going to actually
increase the price slightly.
Yeah, so they will be dearer later on and up to an extra couple of $1,000.
Well, these vehicles were secured at a higher exchange rate, and that's why. They'll start from 107,450 plus on roads, or about 112,000 drive away.
There you go. That they all run a 5.7 litre V8 Hemi as well in those. So I don't mind them.
Salty says that will be your FMR company car, FMR Dave.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Just watch out for the trees because you don't want the one that has too much Ram and not enough Dodge.
Rat Fink says, just sold my 2015 Ram 2500 4x4 Cummins diesel 6.7.
Oh, that's cool. The big Cummins. That would have some grunt. Yeah, a bit different to the.
Thanks, Adam Geary.
You just
Rat Fink says, didn't drive it enough, and there is nothing worse than letting a diesel sit.
Yeah. Well, must have had some power though. That big Cummins. There is a few colours, and I do like the ones in the grey. I've changed the slide already. Did I do that? Whoops. I'm already on the.
Well, we're normally on to you saying, Dave, change the slide.
I've done it early. I've can't even.
Hang on, Dave, change the slide. Go back a slide.
I've broke the mouse as well. I've got nothing. There you go. I'm back on it. But we'd finish the story though, right?
I think so.
So, you ready to bring in some guests on Discord?
Certainly am.
Let's test it out tonight and see whether we can get it to work properly. Don't have to go through the phone like we did last week.
Let us know if we have any issues with the sound quality, everyone. Dang Dang says, I know this is more of a street car thing, but wondering if anyone has a decent Toyota 1KZ engine for sale, as I can't handle the petrol 80 life and need my Luxy back. There you go. Let us know in chat if anyone can help Dang Dang out.
Yeah.
G'day, Marv. Crazy
Hey,
man.
Tyler.
How we going?
Oh my god, that was just weird. We just had someone pop into the waiting room.
Okay.
So it's just like,
someone come for a visit.
We're just about to be called into the live stream, so you want to be watching that and just pop out of the chat.
Did they come into the waiting room? Hang on.
Oh no,
Were they waiting?
There's waiting music for them.
Yeah, I already got rid of them, but we're now waiting for Crazy VN to come back in.
Oh
no.
But we had we got great waiting room music.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. Come on, we need a full elevator effect.
Yeah, of course. Always. Let me bring Crazy VN back in just a second. Just changing some input sensitivity. All right, Crazy VN. Crazy VN, are you there?
Yeah.
G'day.
How you going?
All right.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
I can hardly hear you guys.
You can hardly hear us. You might have to turn us up. Hang on.
I've turned my phone up big time.
Oh, we're coming through loud and clear on this end. What's the output?
Okay.
What's the output like on Discord? Is it working for you, Marv?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clear.
You
I'm
are?
hearing both of you clear, actually.
Probably my bloody phone.
Oh.
Who knows? But
as long as you hear the questions, mate.
Huh?
As long as you hear the questions come through.
Yeah, well, I'll just put the phone in the ear.
Well, I've got to play the game show music because I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Is that better than the waiting room music?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Salty's off as well.
This time.
It's okay. It's okay. Just so long as not every second word is FFCCSS.
Yeah, we can drop a few. No, that's fine. Anyway, Tyler, what's going on with the quiz tonight? You've told us you got some good doozies of questions.
I do. And they're going to find out in just a moment. Well, we'll test the buzzers first, of course, as we always do on the quiz nights. Marf, your buzzer, please.
Marf.
And Crazy VN.
Crazy VN.
You can just keep it as crazy if you want it to be nice and quick and crisp.
Yeah, that's it.
Question number 1. From Bathurst, Peter Brock holds the race's all-time win record. How many victories did he achieve at Bathurst? Marf. Marf?
He's won 9.
That is correct.
Oh, he was quick. He was quick, Steve. You were onto that too. You were. Oh, and I got to write 1.
Yeah, well,
not 9.
Probably one question I should have got right.
you were nearly there. But I did write down 9 then on the score, but luckily I'd have to go back and put 1.
You've already got 9 points, Mark, and it's only the first question. Well done. You're doing well.
I'm not much of a scorekeeper, am I? All right, sorry. Go back to questions. Quizmaster Tyler.
Just got to change my screen slightly so I can see it better. Question number 2. Peter Brock has the most poles at Bathurst with 6. Who sits second on the all-time tally? Is it A, Mark Scaife, B, Alan Moffat, C, Dick Johnson, or D, Greg Murphy? Marf?
Mark Scaife.
That is correct. It is Mark Scaife with 5, including in 2002 when he and Jim Richards won. Question number 3. How many times has Jamie Whincup won Bathurst? Is it A, 5, B, 4, or C, 6? Marf?
From memory, it's 6.
Incorrect. It is not 6. Steve?
5.
It's not 5 either. It's 4. He's won 4.
It's Lowndes that won 6. That's why I'd mixed
Lowndes has
it
done 6, I believe.
Yeah, that's where I mixed it up. It was Lowndes at 6 when Whincup won 4. And I'm thinking also about his touring car titles as well. He's won 7 straight there.
Is there a theme to your questions, Tyler? Or are they?
They might be. They might all be Bathurst questions. They are racing because the video was of racing, so that's why I've themed it this way this week.
There you go.
Question number 4. In which year did Scott McLaughlin make his debut at Bathurst? Was it A, 2010, B, 2011, C, 2012? Steve?
2012.
That is correct. It was in 2012.
Well
Nice
done.
one, man.
And he finished 6th with Jonathan Webb in a Techno Commodore.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was 11 or 12 then.
And question number 5. What time did Scott McLaughlin record to score a pole in 2017? Was it A, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 0.79, B, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 0.83, or C, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, 0.14? Marf?
2:03.83.
That is correct.
I thought I knew it when you
Sure,
said
it's good to get that
203, but then you put the points in at the end, and I'm like, oh, they're all 203. I would have just said he did it
Well,
203.
I think
I heard all
203.
203s, then I'm like, hang on.
203 would have been
It
too
was
easy
eight-
because it was the first one
no.
to do it that year, sir.
That's all I
It's
knew.
not even just that. Not even just that. He did it multiple times, but the first one was an 8.3, and the second time was the 1.4.
There you go.
Oh, that's where I was like, you almost got me.
Oh, the Hoff's in chat. G'day, Hoff. How you going?
Hey,
The
he
Hoff
is
has
alive.
arrived. He's arrived for his weekly spin on the wheel, I'm
For his
sure.
6-0. For his 6-0, yep.
Question number 6. I went out for my first track day on the weekend. Who was it organised by? Marf?
JRM Auto Garage.
That is correct. Question number 7. How many Skylines were there at the track day? Marf?
2.
Question number 8. What happened to Anthony's 6-speed on his first race of the day up against me? Marf?
Blue third gear.
That is correct. He blew third gear before even pulling the clutch out. So, Question number
How
9.
the hell?
Question number 9. What did I almost end up in because I was braking too late into the last corner? Marv?
Kitty litter in the second last corner.
Question number 10. What was my quickest time around the track?
Marv.
Marv?
Hang on. You actually typed this earlier.
Can't go back.
117.
Steve?
Oh, no, I've mixed it up. I've mixed the numbers.
Steve, you got a guess there?
It was quicker than 117.
I wouldn't even have a clue because I didn't even watch the video. Sorry, guys.
Well, it was quicker than 117. Have you got a guess for us?
117.
No, it was quicker than 117.
Oh, 115.
That's correct. It was 115.
I mixed the two numbers up. I said 117, 125, I'm thinking.
I think your first run was about a 127.
Yeah, my first run was, Well, actually, no, I think it was like 130, to be honest with you.
There you go.
And the bonus question, who got to have all the fun at the track day? Marv?
You.
That's correct.
Oh, well done, Marv. You've held on, mate. You have held on. You've come out with 7, and Steve on 2. So, mate, you've done it again. How many weeks in a row for Marv? Well done, Steve. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, the way I see it, I got 1 question last time.
2 this time.
So it'll take me 10 goes to finally beat him.
No, because there's only 10 questions. You only got to get 1 more than me. So it could be 6-4, it could be 5-4.
It could be 6,
It can be anything. I mean, there are weeks I have had bad runs. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. You can get me on a bad week any week.
Just get him on. Get him on one that he's had a little less sleep.
Oh, I've had very little sleep this week. I mean, jeez. Yeah, I just said sweep instead of sleep. That's how bad it is.
There you go. Scott, the Hoff says, was it the sprint track at QR? It was the
Clubman circuit.
The Clubman. So
there you go. Rob's got the time 1:15.3244.
He's right on it. And then there was some quick times. So.
Was he, Rob?
Rob was very close to the minute, I think, wasn't he? So
yeah,
right on the minute. And the Sublime
Daniel was hitting 59-second laps very consistently.
Quick stuff. So look, I think what's important though is the improvement, right?
12 seconds in one meeting. That's a big improvement.
Yeah,
it's big.
Well, it was limited a little bit by his Chinese rubber.
Yeah, and I've only really been driving the car for a few months, as I bought it right when the lockdown happened. So
yeah,
and I think he had himself nervous about the rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah, just get some fault in
didn't spin around at all. So
our 888s will be fine. You get those times dropping real fast.
Yeah, well, I need to get the alignment sorted too. It's got a mega amount of toe in on both sides.
Oh, that's because of the previous setup.
Yeah,
I think the other Skyline.
Did a 111.
111. There you go.
Rob did a 106 with a blown head gasket and street tires.
Not bad at all.
And the Hoff did an 107 in the A86 on the Clubman. Started at 115s. There you go.
Oh, that's a cool car too. Oh, you don't know that one?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, it is on one of his videos.
Oh yeah.
But I've actually been up there and seen that. He showed me that car. It's very cool. But there is a video there on Nugget Garage that shows all the cars that they got stashed away. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. No.
No, there you go. You'll see the A.
Seen the title.
Yeah, they got some.
It's about a month or so ago.
It was.
Yeah, it's about a month or so ago. Tyler, just check it all out.
So,
yeah, they got some cool rides, those boys.
Very much so.
Matty Crick says, I can see Tyler hooked on track days. I am. Can't wait for the next one.
Well,
yeah, woo!
Maybe we'll have a permanent track
I'm slightly
car.
jealous of you blokes up there.
Yeah, there's not much happening down there for you, mate, eh?
Nah, none. Nothing. No burnout comps, no nothing, even though we're told there's a couple that are organised for in November, but the way it goes down here at the moment, it'll be sorry.
We've got
Unless you leave some skid marks on your undies.
Yeah, well, that happens regularly, so
Yeah, well, that's your burnout.
You got to remember. I'm an old man.
So I just read Scott's comment as well. Is Chinese rubber? What's that got to do with you driving? But we might have a track car permanently anyway, Tyler. You know, how you gonna get good on that track, ready for the challenge.
Yeah,
when that comes up. But then you got to go back to front wheel drive.
Yeah, just more understeer.
We'll see how it goes. Well, that's a quiz for another week, guys. Thank you for coming on, and thanks for challenging Marv, trying to take him down there, Steve. But he survived another week, so we need some more.
Yeah, well,
we need some more contenders for next week.
Yeah,
mate, we'll get back in there, and we ended up with about 7, I think, in it this time round, right?
Yeah, last time I looked, there was 7.
Yeah, so there's plenty of opportunity to get on and take on and challenge Marv and see if you can beat his streak. So everyone get onto Discord and enter on there, and we'll see if anyone can take him down. How many weeks in a row, Marv?
Speaking of sorry, I'll let you go first, Steve.
Yeah, everyone, just jump on it. It's like, this is a laugh. I love it. It's great.
Good. It is good. And Marv, how many weeks?
I was going to say, speaking of the streak, that's actually my tied record now. So 2 of 8, and I'm glad I've just seen in the thing Scott Sheraton's just entered, so he's going to stop me taking the record for myself. So I'm very happy with that.
Because it's a tied record with yourself and Scott, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the second time I've been to 8 wins. So instead of a shirt, you can send me a hoodie this time.
There you go. We got them in stock too. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for another week on the quiz. Get over in Discord and
how much weight have you lost?
Me? I haven't weighed for a few days. I don't know. I was at about 12 kilos last time. So
yeah. Give us an update.
I think I'm about 13 now at a guess, but I forgot to weigh. I forgot to weigh today, so I meant to do it this morning.
Keep it up, please, because I've been watching the journey the whole time, and like I said, day dot. The second you start slacking off, I'm on your case, and I just want you to keep going and keep improving for yourself, man.
No, it is good, and mate, I've not buckled, and even the dry July thing. Look, I'm on my second coffee tonight.
I'm amazed.
I don't know whether I'll see how it goes. But I got Salty was here in earlier. He's doing dry July with me as well. Sally's on dry July. We're all giving it a crack, and we're probably saving a few dollars too. I can tell you, and a few people have donated. I'm signed up for the charity as well for the dry July, and raised a few dollars for those guys. So it's good.
Put the link up for it.
I'll have to share that.
All right,
there goes the crowd. They're loving it.
Right,
but thanks, guys.
You guys have a great night, and I'll see you all next week.
All right.
See you next week, guys.
We'll click over and do what's on, Tyler. So.
Yeah, but I got
Tyler will drop the Discord, and we'll go to what's on. I'll change the slide up.
Johnny Skid Pig says I can help you to set up the car if you need to. The safety side, helmet, fire extinguisher. I've got the fire extinguisher in there. I've got Dad's open face helmet. I did have, funnily enough, my head hits the roof with the helmet on, so I was sort of on a pivot with the roof.
And you couldn't lower the seat any further.
Cheers, Ryan, for watching. Thank you. Night, guys.
Thank you,
another
mate.
great show. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got to have a look at what events are on this weekend, and hopefully there's some cool stuff to get out and go along and take part in and get your car out. But if you want to check it out, you can find it all on our website as well.
We got to spin the wheel for the half. I forgot.
Oh, well, you do that while I bring up the events.
Yep. Wheel of names. All right.
We'll see who wins that one.
Mm-hmm.
Something's broken on my page.
Scott says the alignment is the key. String lines and a measuring tape will do it. That's how we did it in the V8s. And Liam says I need some Bride low maxes so I can sit nice and low. Definitely. Let's switch over. Oh, no. We lost sound because the roadcaster's not on that screen.
You broke it.
Well, no, we never put the source in on that particular screen, so that's why we have no audio. But the Hoff has won again. Once again, the Hoff has won.
Well, we did talk a lot through that, and you didn't hear any of it.
Well, we talked mainly about that the Hoff has won 6 in a row. He's now won 7. I turned the sound back on because we didn't have sound last week, but we still didn't have sound.
I forgot. You fix the sound in most things except for the wheel.
Yeah. I just forgot to add the source in. So, well, the Hoff has won again.
7-0.
Congratulations, Hoff. 7-0. I just need to add the source into that one, so I'll do that one after the stream is over.
So that's 7 manifolds that Math owes the Hoff now. It's gone the other way.
There we go.
So events. Let's talk about the events. We've already talked about Kenda. Kenda started today. Kenda Tyres Expression Session is already underway. It started today. We'll be there tomorrow. We get up bright and early in the morning to head out there so we can get a bit of drag racing action.
And on Saturday also, we're heading out there.
And on Saturday, keep an eye on the channel for hopefully a few sneaky live feeds of that one. But there's a few different things on. There's a
Friday night drift night.
Correct, at QR. QR is they have their COVID plan in place, and they actually have
the availability to have up to 10,000 spectators, I believe.
There you go. So you can get out there and check out the drift night if you want to go and see some drifts. That's the place to go.
Gates open from 2 p.m. and on track from 4. Entry fees is $100 for the truck and skid pan, $60 for the skid pan only, and $20 for spectators.
For the bike guys, there's a Friday night ride on as well. Friday night ride is hosted by On2 Crew. I thought I'd just chuck in a few bike events as well.
Well, they'll be meeting at the Goodnut BP starting from 6:30 p.m. And at 7 o'clock, it stands up.
There you go. So they'll be ready to go.
They'll be heading off to Earth and Sea Annerley for dinner. Feel free to look them up for their menu. After there, they're going to head to Hot Shots Coffee in Geebung for a coffee fix. Following that, they're going to head out for a ride near Albany Creek and back down to Mount Cootha Lookout.
There you go. So, fairly decent ride. That's all I've got for Friday night. But Saturday...
You got Power Play, number 35, version 2.0, 18th of July, the Freedom Festival.
There you go. That's a biggie. So, Power Cruise events, Power Play... they're always massive, and look, I was just disappointed it just fell on the same weekend as Kenda because we've been planning Kenda for so long, and then Power Play come up with pretty short notice. But it's definitely definitely all happening out there, and you'll see all the big cars out there doing the burnouts, as well as a lot of people just out there just enjoying it, getting on track, skidding it up, having a bit of fun.
That's from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Marv says COVID will be over by the time I win on that damn wheel. Mal says, Tyler, you need to drift the boat one day. It's a buzz. I'm going to get out to a skid pan day with Rob once that's all going ahead.
Learn how to handle it.
James Bayless says he missed the perfect opportunity on his first race meet. The water level was perfect. I'm pretty sure if I went out on that, I probably would have ended up in the wall about 34 times over.
What else we got on Saturday? 6:30 a.m. Cars and Coffee, North Lakes.
Yep. We have Kenda on Saturday as well.
Of course, Kenda's on Saturday. That's where we'll be.
But you can't head out there, sorry.
But you could go to Cars and Coffee at North Lakes and sit in your car and watch us on the live feed at Kenda. But you can get out there. Whereabouts is that one? It's obviously North Lakes Shopping Centre.
Iconic American Imports, Unit 2, 21 Torres Crescent.
There you go.
North Lakes.
Not the shopping centre at all. So it's up that way. Hang
on. No, it's at Platinum Auto Group, 21 Torres Crescent, North Lakes. There you go.
Close.
I got a little sidetracked. Cars and Coffee is actually on at 7 a.m. That's a cruise to Cars and Coffee. That's
there
a
you
cruise.
That's the Las Tonterias cruise.
Yep. Well, that's another one. There's a second one.
Well, there's a few cruises on. There you go.
And there's also Cars and Coffee on the Gold Coast at Mudgeeraba, 238 Mudgeeraba Road in Mudgeeraba.
Yeah, that's kicking back off. Good to see that they're starting back up.
Mel says, I am at North Lakes.
There you go. He'll be up there.
Marv says, GoFundMe for a Spinnaker for the R33. Gold Coast Subaru are holding their first cruise of 2020 from 9 a.m. till 12 a.m. They're starting off at Labour Family Park.
I'm sure there's a few people there, you'll know.
It's not just limited to Subarus. So if you don't have a Subaru and you want to go for a cruise, it is actually a pretty good route. Cal from Gold Coast Subaru is very good at planning out these routes. Goes up through the mountains, and it would be a pretty good day if you wanted a day out.
It looked like a pretty big cruise too, right?
Yep, there's plans for lunch and all those sorts of things as well. So it's all taken into account. But if you wanted to go and check that out, then feel free to do so. As I said, you don't need to have a Subaru.
Awesome. I believe Gold Coast Muscle Car Club is also doing their monthly cruise. They're cruising out to Hinds Dam.
Yep.
Are they leaving from 782 Motors, maybe?
Not 100% sure.
It's usually where it usually leaves from around there. They're cruising out to Hinds Dam.
Meeting at Hinds Dam.
Meeting at Hinds Dam, there you go.
The Picnic Parkland Spillway. And they're going to be cruising to Espresso 25 Coomera for lunch and coffee.
Oh, there you go. So that's another good one. Check those guys out.
Undercover Cars are having an open day this Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Now, I've been to Undercover Cars before, actually. Went up there with Jamie one day and checked that out. They're up at Capalaba.
296 Old Cleveland Road East.
They have some pretty cool cars in there. So if you want to go and have a bit of a sticky beak and have a look, you can probably go in there any day because I've just popped in there on a normal day to have a look with Jamie. But they're having an open day this Saturday. So
there you go.
Something a little bit further afield because we've got everything in Queensland. But
there's a Newcastle meet and greet.
It's on in the afternoon.
This is also by Two Envious. So we did mention Two Envious up in Mackay recently. They are also a club that spans all the way down into Newcastle.
There you go. And they've got the Newcastle meet and greet, which is on at Lone Star Rib House
and Brews at Glendale.
There you go, and that's at
3 p.m. till 5:30 p.m.
That's the one. There's a Hot Rod Classic Muscle Car show on at Redcliffe Showgrounds at 4 o'clock as well.
We got Downshift Circuit and Coffee on from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. on Sunday because we're heading over into Sunday now. That's at QR. So if you haven't booked in for that one, I'm not sure if there's any spaces left, but go and check it out.
Euro car coffee and cruise as well.
Mhm.
So
Coat X ceramic coating and detailing from 8 a.m.
check those guys out.
They're also hosting JDM meets. I think their JDM meet was last weekend.
Now there is a massive one.
Well, we've got one from Bad Q. Says, in Perth, we're having a good event Saturday night from 6 p.m. called Northern Steel. First one since COVID. Great event. We'll cover a bunch of photos of it on my page. There we go. I'll have to send us the link. We'll check it out.
Thank you. Check out his page as well. And whereabouts was that? Was
in Perth.
Is there a location for anyone in
I'm not sure. Let us know where it is, Bad Q.
Drop us a location and a time. Jap Classic Day on Sunday, mate, on the Gold Coast as well at Jolly Roger.
Yep.
Cruise to Jolly Roger, Jap Classic Day. And then that's happening at 12 o'clock. I think you've got to be there at 12. But there's a cruise kicking off at 10.
From the Lions Sporting Club in Springwood.
Are you going to go along to Jolly Roger for the Jap Classic Day?
I might do so.
Yeah, because...
might go and check it out. Don't know whether we'll film a bit or maybe we'll just go and hang out or something. So go and check it out.
It's looking pretty good, that one. So and it's anything at all. So there's some people were asking if there was a limit because a lot of the photos were of old school Jap cars, but they said anything is welcome, any cars.
There you go.
So that's a possibility. Hopefully, if we can.
Mine's fairly old school. It's like 24 years old.
Well, it is.
It's nearly old enough for Club Reg. A few more years.
Well, that doesn't kick off till 12, so we can probably make it out of bed after a couple of days at Kenda before lunchtime and go down there, and it's local too.
Yeah, it's not too far away. So
there you go. That's everything we got listed at the moment. There's a few more obviously coming up later in July. We'll talk about as we get into the next few weeks.
Bad Q says it's in Joondalup.
Oh, yep.
In Perth. Mad Dad's off. Night all. It's getting cold here in Warwick. Gonna go cuddle my electric blanket.
Oh, yes, we're gonna go be out in Warwick to feel the cold next week. So
I'm not excited to walk out of the house and drive home because I didn't bring any jumper or anything.
You're lucky you left your.
Oh yeah, did too.
The Overtaking Lane hoodie. There you go. And you haven't got yourself one of the new ones yet.
No,
so,
I haven't.
So that is a shameless plug for our website and our merch. So get on that. And the zipped hoodies now available as well as the normal large pocket hoodies. Zipped hoodies are only $5 more. $65 for a zipped hoodie. $60 for a Overtaking Lane hoodie. So pretty good. Eco Boost. You've just been waiting all night to play that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Eco Boost.
I've got it there for Chris Young now.
on demand. So yeah, jump onto the website. Hopefully you're also listening in on the podcast at a later date. If you're not part of the live show tonight, you may be listening in to us on podcast, and we hope you've enjoyed the sounds of our dulcet tones. But please, support the show by getting on and looking after us with buying some merch, buying some binder car care products.
Or even just subscribing to the YouTube channel, hitting like and sharing the videos.
That's another great way to support us is just share stuff out. And make sure that you watch the vids.
Yep.
It helps us big time. So,
well, that's pretty much all she wrote for us. That's all we've got.
And for the weeks that everyone will complain that we were getting too quick, we've gone extra time tonight and gone an extra 15 minutes. Must have been all that coffee.
Mal says maybe add a few bucks to the shirt you owe me to get a zip-up hoodie? Question mark?
Yeah, for sure. I got your shirt's actually sitting in a bag on the kitchen table now. I think it made its way to the PJR day, but so it might be in the box now. But we went and did a video in your car, and it sat on the kitchen table that whole time. But you do already have a shirt, so maybe we could hook you up with a hoodie.
There you
All right. Well, there you go. There's another week and another show and another new podcast episode. Tyler's now got the task of going and uploading that.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and thanks to those of you who are listening. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks very much, guys. Enjoy some tunes.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been